It is Friday, February 21st, 2025. This recording is in partnership with the EA Creator Network. Good morning, friends. Hey, Nostalgic with the Best Bean. How are you? Hi. Welcome. Congrats. How you doing? Whee! Oh, let me open my closed captions. I should turn those on now. Hi, Gloomchi, Emily, Roxy. Hi. Who's ready for some Fix-A-Build today? I'm so ready for today, right? I know, I'm so excited for Fix-A-Build. How you doing? Serena, Sybil, Katie, Ash, Bat, Jake, good morning. Mess, hi. Emily, Snow Tiger, Tony, Annie, hi. How is everyone doing? Very happy Friday. Good morning. Oh, hello. Hi, Destiny. Hi, Ray. Welcome. How is everyone feeling? How we doing? So good to see you. I also realized I forgot to put on some body spray today. I know you guys can't smell me, but I can smell me. Hi, Casey. Good to see you. Welcome on in. And good morning. Thank you so much for the click for Palestine. I'm going to do mine right now. And you should too. I hope everyone's well. Yay! Mine is all done. Thanks for doing your click for Palestine. Nearly dropped my phone. You're like, oh, gotta go. Did you get it on was it on like Discord for you, or did you get it here on Twitch? Because I know sometimes Twitch notifications are just kind of like a 50-50 shot, you know? Disney's Bath and Body Works. I did not. I pretty much made a beeline for the Forever Red stuff because that's I used to wear it all the time, and then they discontinued it, but they keep kind of bringing it back for like limited time stuff. So it's like my daily body spray that I use, and I love it. It's so good. But no, Disney's Bath and Body Works. That's so fun. Did they make one that are like basically off of like the princesses or something like that? Because I could see that being a thing. You know. Oh, the Bella and Cinderella ones. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks, Clarence. How are you? Good to see ya. Welcome. Hi, Cam. Good to see you. I hope everyone's well. I kind of want to do some eyeliner today. So we're going to do Fix-A-Build today, you guys. That's on our agenda. I am very excited about it. Good morning, Bear. How you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're well. Love my hair. Thank you. How are you, Polar? Ivy, welcome. Oh, yeah, like otherwise you'd have too many notifications. No, I totally get it. I know that so many of you guys rely on the Discord notification, which is great. That's why I do it. A tour, yes. I can 100% show you what I did last night. I finished, oh my God, what did we finish, you guys? I finished the little apartment complex, like gym thing. I uploaded it as a gym. And then I made a park last night that has like a basketball court in it, and it's really cool. And it looks really good. Hi, Neo. Hi, welcome on in. And Ariel, oh, that's so fun. Is it 3? So I figured, oh, right, you just started. Yep. Finished a gym. Yep, and just did a lovely park. We cranked him out. So I think, obviously, on Monday, we have our Create-A-Sim stuff, our Create-A-Sim tours. But then Tuesday, there's going to be an update drop. And we'll kind of play it by ear. I should be back to Jelly Bean Legacy playing on Tuesday next week. Like, we should be ready to go. Barring like mods or other random stuff that we might have to like wait to upload or update or whatever. But that's it. Oh my God, you started a legacy finally. That's so cool. I'll never play with a whole household, only ever with one sim. It's so fun. It's definitely different. Reveal the The eyes are, wait, what? Are you talking about the reveal? Oh, no, yeah, like the raccoons. I think that's what I'm thinking, the eye emoji. Yeah, yeah, that's right, because they had eye emojis all over everything. Like, I don't know what it is. Stresha, thank you so much for 7 months. How you doing today? Good to see you. But Casey, that's really exciting though. You started a legacy. It's a big step going from like one sim kind of doing whatever to like suddenly having something that sort of has like structure to it, you know? A beautiful house and nostalgia pack, make it very 2000s. That's so fun. Just bumps it because it's CC because that I can't share with y'all. I get it. Screenshots though, if you want, because I always love seeing your guys' builds, even though if I can't look at them like on my computer. It's so fun. A legacy family started so long ago in Gen 8, 7, and 8, but I have a $4 million I don't want to do with them now. No, right? Honestly, the money struggle is like part of the fun for me personally. Right, I know, Britt. Yeah, on the 25th, they're doing something big. So Tuesday, we'll hear something. Right, the cast challenge tours, I know. Yeah, that's on Monday. And then today we're doing Fix a Build. So if you guys have something you're struggling on or something, like I think Sybil mentioned in Discord how they had yeah, Sybil, I want to say mentioned how there was something like that not going right in playtesting, like it wasn't working or something like that, and you need help, and I'm totally game for checking that kind of stuff out. Sometimes just a fresh set of eyes is like all you need, you know? I know, I love how much is going on. We're eating right now, Nostalgic, just saying. I'm so excited about it too. But that is on the agenda for today, y'all. So tell me, what color is everyone's plum bob today? How are we feeling? Are we doing good? It's Friday. I know Fridays aren't necessarily a Friday to everyone. But I hope everyone is doing well. At least. I always like to, you're green today. Good. Oh my God, that's so good. I'm feeling pretty green today too. Definitely didn't sleep all that well last night. Ahsoka kept waking me up by dropping hair ties on my head, or her hair tie on my head, wanting to fetch in the middle of the night and bapping at my head. And then Babu was sleeping in between us because it was kind of cold, and he just got like groomed I think not yesterday, but like whatever day it was. But he was like balled up right between us, and he like pushes deep into me. Like really like basically on top of me if he could. Green, greenish blue, pretty green today. Chronic illness. Aw, I'm so sorry, Neo. I hope you feel better. And thank you, Casey. Welcome on in. I was like doing a yap sesh while we kind of hang out and throw on some makeup. Flaring hard yesterday. Aw, I'm sorry. Kind of yellow, but I'm pushing through today, just one day at a time, right? And that is honestly the best that we can do, right? One day at a time. That's such a hard thing to remember sometimes, is that is the only thing that we can control is right now. Right now. Trying to draw my period out of hiding currently. Oh, right. Is it? I know. I feel like that wait for it to come is just like, ugh. It's so daunting sometimes. I feel it. Especially if you're someone like me, where like the week leading up to your period is your worst. And then when you get it, it's like, oh, I instantly feel better, like just instantaneously. Orange because of our heat and air conditioner died, and it's very cold. Oh no, and and my own cold I've been fighting has come back with a vengeance since it died last night. Aw, bad. I'm sorry. What in the world? Well, I hope that life stops lifing like that for you though. I know sometimes it feels like stuff just kind of keeps happening. Been there, done that. And will do that again, unfortunately. Oh, 13 days cycle variation, waiting for my period cycle. Oh, right. That's crazy. That is wild. That is really hard, especially like if you're irregular like that. November, I was like, oh my God, several days late. I don't remember how many days late I was, but I swear to gooses that I was like super scared about it actually, but also not. But I realized November I was like super late, but I was mega, like stressed out because of like the election crap and all that. So I was like, ooh, and usually I'm pretty consistent, pretty normal. Like on my tracking app, it's usually like about a day or so difference, which is pretty consistent. I was like, hi, just peeking today, but it's not staying long, right? Feeling green today. My husband got me out of bird. Oh my god, a window bird feeder. That's so cute. I really like that a lot. Oh my god, if I had a ground floor office, I would so do something like that. But I personally just don't trust like having a bird feeder on second floor, like on a roof that's like right next to my office window, you know? And then mice. Because bird feeders can be pretty messy. I would love to have that outside my window though. That would be so cute. It's gonna start soon though because it's cramping, right? I hope it does. Miss the January because of the stress. Aw, this month is very heavy, right? I feel you, Tony. Uterus havers. We are not. It's not for the weak. A hummingbird feeder, right? You could. You technically could. I kind of fell behind on like my gardening stuff last year. Because I have like a bunch of wildflowers and one of my beds kind of went to weeds. Actually, 2 front ones went to weeds. So I am gonna get in there as soon as it's nice enough and tear it up and reestablish it because I love having wildflowers. I love seeing all the bees and the birds and the hummingbirds and everything. No, Gloomchi. No, I'm so sorry though. No! Your game just crashed? That's the worst. Did you save recently or anything like that? Hi, Brienne. I'm doing good. We're gonna do Fix-A-Build today. We're just kind of chit-chatting, hanging out, before we get our booties moving. Fix-A-Build. So if there's anything that you want me to look at today with one of your builds, that you are having struggles with or something that I might do differently, it's not playtesting properly, whatever. It could be a new build, current build, old build, whatever. We are looking at those live today. A lot of damage in 30 minutes. Oh my god, right? Sometimes you just get going on like the ideas are flowing and then it's just all gone. I'm so sorry. Yellow. Oh, jeez. I swear to God, I always drop my mascara wand whenever I'm wearing a white t-shirt. Like, I didn't drop it on my shirt this time, but almost every single time that I do drop it, it's when I'm wearing white. Every time. It's crazy. Thank you so much, Allison. 6 months. That's so sweet. Welcome on in. Half of a year. That's insane. Time really does fly, doesn't it? But I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much. Seriously, right? One of those Clark Bleak or the Tide pens or whatever. Right? Honestly, though, I'm trying to sit here and look at like we are. Yeah, MC Command Center does have an autosave feature. It sure does. Game is buggy with fame, and that's why I'm messing with my build more than anything. Oh, wow. Wait, it's buggy with like fame? What's it doing or not doing, I guess, with the fame stuff? Rather than those ex-wife came over last night. Banana bread. Oh, that sounds so good. Casey, I love a good banana bread. Whenever I make banana bread, I always like adding a little banana extract to it just to kind of like punch up the banana flavor. Because I always let my bananas go really brown on the countertop and then you freeze them before they like really start to like get kind of funky, questionable. And then you freeze them, then you thaw them, and it turns all of the remaining starches that could potentially even think about being starches into sugars in it. And it's so delicious. And then you thaw them in your fridge before you bake with them. Add a little extra banana extract, and it's great. Jaxie! Thank you so much for the 10 months. I hope you're doing good. Welcome on by. I am so freaking glad to see you. Heck yeah. 10 months. That's crazy. Put your bananas in the oven to speed up the ripening process. You can too. Yep. Also, you can put them in a paper bag with a how do I want to say? With an apple. I want to say. I think it's an apple. And the gases that they just naturally emit will kind of like help ripen and stuff. I think you could do it with like tomatoes or basically anything. Turning into a starch could become sugar now, right? Like exactly. Don't even think about being a starch. Don't even think about it. But I love the science behind baking and cooking. It's so interesting to me. That's why I loved Alton Brown growing up. Apples, tomatoes, and avocados, right? Because avocados, like you look at them and they ripen. They're brown then. It's one of those that goes so fast. Yeah, yep, it is. That's exactly why. Because that's, I had this conversation with my mom. It's like, why do my fruit always go so bad? And I'm like, because you have them in a bowl together, and like the gases that they emit just help ripen them. So like if you're not trying to do that, then yeah, yep, you need to have them kind of like in open air where they're not like pushed together or whatever. So like you can get like a banana hanger thingy where you can hang the bananas by their stems on a hanger so they're like open air all the way around. And then you might even be able to keep like, if you keep apples or other fruit in a bowl together, I would recommend something that's like very breathable and like kind of almost like a wicker or something like that, if that makes sense, or even like some sort of like a decorative colander that you might think would be cute on your countertop. Because the more open air that it can have around it, the better it's going to be to like prevent the ripening. So now you know if you need something to ripen quicker than when you get it at the grocery store, then you can do that. The fruits in the fridge, like my berries. Yeah, I personally keep my berries in the fridge though, unless they're fresh. If I get them like fresh from a farmer's market, like never refrigerated, then I keep those on the countertop because I'm just like, if they, after they've been refrigerated, they have like a different flavor about them. But if they've already been refrigerated, then I typically keep those in there. Fun facts with me, right? Totally random, the eyes floating. His name is Richard. He is kind of a cute, outstanding guy. It's just my microphone. Wash them out in a paper towel in the bottom of the container and then store them in their fridge, and they stay good a little longer. Yep. If you do like straight vinegar, undiluted white distilled vinegar, it actually helps dilute any of like the I don't know what sciencey thing it is, but it helps with the ripening process or like stop it and keep them fresher longer, because the vinegar kind of like neutralizes something that like is on fruit. I don't know exactly what it is, but undiluted vinegar though. Because as soon as you dilute vinegar, it becomes kind of just like nothing. The percentage isn't high enough to do anything. But then if you don't want them to taste like vinegar, then you can just rinse them in water. But white distilled vinegar. My grandma used to do that. Hello, Richard. Hi, Pixie. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Good heckin' morning, everybody. I hope you're well. Did I see? I missed you coming in. Hello. We have Pixie. Stresha, good morning. We did a fair amount of building on what's it called last night, on YouTube Live last night. It was really fun. I finished the little hotel thing. Also Goth Princess. That one's for you. You got like fresh makeup winks. So today is Fix-A-Build. Hair is herring today. Thank you. I didn't wash it today. I literally rolled out of bed and just like kind of fluffed it a little bit with some oil. And then here we are. Here we are. The hair is herring. But good morning, everyone. I hope you're well. Okay, my brain isn't like on yet, but it's fine. We'll be here. We're gonna do so good together. Toss it in the headphones. Oh, it's magical. Curly hair is just one of those things, you know, where like it can just look good. You know what I mean? Like if you just kind of throw it up or throw it like to the side or whatever, because it just already kind of looks a little bit messy in a way. Oh, I can't, right. Oh, I love straightening my hair sometimes though. Curls to stay after sleeping on them. I use like a silk or satiny. This isn't like real silk or whatever. I just got like a bulk amount on Amazon. A scrunchie. And then I flip my hair over. I also use like this like leave-in stuff at night, or like an oil, and you kind of just like gently kind of like pray hands through your hair, like flipped upside down, and then you put it like as like literally just take it, don't even wrap it around itself like that, just like enough to gather it on the top of your head, and then I wear a silk bonnet. um so it's all like gathered on top of your head, and then you put a silk bonnet on it, and then you sleep. And then you might have to do like a little bit of scrunch with like a little bit of water and like some gentle product, like a mousse or something like that in the morning, to kind of get it to like rehydrate and kind of like not look so squished, because it will look squished because you did that. But silk bonnets, silk pillowcases are gonna be your best thing. Make my hair last longer, washes by straightening. Yes, by leaving it natural. I feel the urge to wash it the next day. I feel that. I get it. Hi, early wait hi dearly. Oh my god, I couldn't like think of your name for a second. It's 8 p.m. for you. Good to see you. Silk bonnet. I feel like it's too warm. I just got mine on Amazon. Not sponsored. But I like sharing things like this. Yeah, anyone, even if you don't have like textured hair, you should get a silk bonnet. Just saying, it can save your hair so much. Or like satin bonnet. Yeah, silk pillow, it's good. It's better on your skin. It's better on your hair. It's better on your hair, like all sorts of things like that. So you know how that goes. um Tekken 3. I haven't played Tekken in like forever, honestly. I really haven't. I couldn't even tell you the last time that I played Tekken. What was I doing? Oh yeah, no, I was gonna look for like the silk bonnet thing. It's literally, it's not even technically real silk. Yeah, like I liked Tekken growing up, but I haven't played it in like ages. But I think it's technically just like mulberry silk or something. I got this. It was like, I spent like 25 on it. It's a little bit more expensive. Hey! Welcome! Heck yeah! But this is, by the way, don't get this color if you have skin tone like mine, because you will look like a Richard. You straight up look like a Richard. So I'm just saying, like the way the little twist is on the top, and then don't do it. Don't. Get a different color. Like literally any different color. I was like, oh no, it's such a pretty color. And I was like, oh God. So like a naked mole rat, yeah. But it's pretty nice. I know some people have like better things where they get ones that tie around it, but I can't. I get headaches if like there's too much pressure around like my neck and like ears and stuff. Yeah, that I can't, just because of the rules in our Discord or whatever, because like I have to obey those, but I can at least share a screenshot if that helps, I guess, so you can like look up the one that I have. or the one that I got. So it's like, yeah, I can totally post the screenshot though. I can't do links. Um, but give me a sec here. I'll post it under health and fitness. I'm not sponsored. I just believe that good hair is life-changing. um yeah, don't get that color if you have a skin tone like mine, because I'm gonna look like a Richard. Hi Themes, welcome on in. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Stays on, right? Exactly. This one has like a little elastic band and you can kind of tighten it a little bit. It's kind of like in the seam. It's like stretchy and stuff. Some regrets, yeah, some regrets. I feel like I need to get another one anyway because so I can like switch them up or like wash the other one, you know? But yeah, welcome. Hi, happy Friday, everybody. I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Elena. Good to see you, Ashley. Hello. I hope you all are very, very well. I want to show you what I built last night. So we finished the little gym slash apartment complex kind of thing. It's on the gallery for you. Aw, Ashley, yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome on into the Beanie Weenie Club. That is so heckin' nice. We're gonna be doing Fix a Build today, but I want to show you what we had completed last night. And my left eye is watering. My lash is not going to stay on today. It's gonna be fun. But just average little like area here. This is like a business with a gym that is in like the bottom and everything like that, if that makes sense. It's a gym. We're gonna but one day after like the residential rentals and stuff like that are all done being like glitchy and like destroying your save files and everything, I'm going to treat this as a residential rental. There's gonna be people living here, but then we're just gonna go to the gym like it's a public gym and just pretend it's like a public gym. But we made this little entrance in the back. And then of course the laundromat, we did most of this on stream. And then I finished up these little units. These are little studios here on the left and the right. So these are itty bitty little studios. And then up here for Amada, if anyone's available. I'm not sure that anyone's available currently, but we do have the ticket system, Gloomchi, in our Discord if you submit a ticket. And then upstairs, there's like a little walkway. There's another little like studio apartment. And then there's a 1-bedroom up here. So these are very, very small apartments. They're not intended to be like big ones or family units, like for a single sim or a couple living here type of thing. Or maybe like a single parent with a kid. A laundry. Oh, was that like a bassinet for a second? Right. So then I just added like a little bit of landscaping and then we finished this up on stream on my YouTube live last night. Is what we did. Yes, I know. I really like doing that, Lexi. I'd never done it before, but I did it with like the apartments that are like literally behind me here. And then the townhouses that I made for the Growing Together world. I was like, this is fun. I like that idea. So like they're move-in ready and they're not completely decorated. That's just great, I think. Downside is if you go visit someone and they live there and then the house is just empty, but you can like give them furniture if you want, but you know. So then what did we do? Oh yeah, we traveled over to Oasis Springs because I wanted to have kind of like a different style of park. We did a park that's more geared for like towards teenagers and stuff like that. Like a park that's more geared for teenagers. Or like children and kids and whatever, family oriented, I suppose. But also a teenage hangout place. Hi, Pee-wee, good to see you. So we completed this little desert area. So this is where Desert Bloom was. So the park, the original park that was in Oasis Springs or whatever. You know what I mean? It turned out so good. Thank you. I'm so excited by it. But we made this like little pergola area, like shady spot with all the picnic tables, and then the restrooms are here. They're just family restrooms that are on the left and the right. Some sinks and stuff, so nothing super fancy. Some vending machines, of course. So right in here. And then a little grill area and like the fishing pond because this still existed here before. And I wanted to like make sure it was still there for us to like access and like do things there. And then there's like a little kids area over this way. But there's a jungle gym and some swings as well as like some splash pads that we decided to add in. I know, the diagonal basketball park. I'm so excited about that. I really like the little splash pads though. Those are fun. And then over here, so I saw this like dried up riverbed. So then I tried to kind of make it look like it's a dried up little like creek or something here, just that collects water every once in a while. And then this over here is like our basketball court. Yeah, we have a nice little park and this is what it looks like at night. I tried to add a lot of lights without it feeling like it's like glowing at, you know, like huge and crazy. Painting blindness. Oh, painting blindness? What do you mean? The bills in our beginning, jelly beginning. Yeah, I feel like this, like on the list of things that I've made, because I made that average gym. There's a few very key builds that I want to do eventually. So like I have an average hotel that's like a rental kind of thing. We did like a rundown school and auditorium, a vacation rental, an LGBTQ nightclub and bar, a restaurant that's maybe like a food truck or like a fancy restaurant or farm to table, like just a different vibe of a restaurant, a spa, maybe a campground, a teen party place, nightclub or outdoor music arena, paint and sip, average wedding venue, rich wedding venue, and outdated fixer uppers for Sims to move into. So I feel like a lot of these aren't really foundational. These ones are ones that are situational, if that makes sense. So like if we have a Sim that's wealthy that wants to get married somewhere, we'll figure out where they want to get married and we'll make a rich wedding venue or like an average one or something. I could combine the campground with the teen party place. Yeah. I'm really kind of waiting to do like the paint and sip thing until we get the new expansion pack because we'll be able to kind of play around with that. And make it like a venue activity based off of those things. I could see myself making another community library or even like a recreation center. With the idea of like a communal teaching space in mind, because you can give classes and stuff, or even like a little area in a park. But that is what we have here, and that's what we're gonna do. I know paint and stuff. I know that one's gonna be so fun. But so obviously on Monday we have our Create a Sim challenge that we're gonna be doing. Are like reviewing. So if you guys want to do that, make sure you guys make your crime families and upload those to the gallery so we can look at them on Monday. So if you want something to do for the weekend, you can do that. And then Tuesday we have the update, and then that is potentially when we're going to be starting our Jelly Bean Legacy stuff. So that's what's up. We got going on. Oh my god, I'm so excited I finally did a cast challenge. That's exciting. I love it. It's so good. If you guys are unfamiliar with Create a Sim challenges, it's kind of like Shell Challenge meets Cast. I give you some Sims, you can do whatever you want with them based on the prompt. Fix a build, work like choosing a shell. Yeah, it works just like choosing a shell challenge. It sure does. I don't know like what this one is. I'm just gonna pick this one maybe because like uh-oh, my left eye is watering a lot and it's like ruining my eyeliner, but I'll fix it after my eye like stops acting up. I think this one might have been like shell tours or something, but I think this is something that we can use. Oh, build without CC lately. Oh my god, Jay, that's so fun though. It is a lot harder. It is, I get it. Going from like no CC or from CC to like using no CC is crazy. It's hard. All right, Beans. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick ad break. And then in the meantime, if you have a tier 2 or tier 3 sub, so anyone can get Fix a Build. But tier 2 and tier 3 subs have a wheel that they go on. And I will do that here. Aw, Stell! Oh my god, fussing with the person. I've printed out papers for her as well. Nice. Good luck, though. Thank you so much for 12 months. That's so sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and play ads and we'll be right back.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So we're doing Fix a Build. So we're gonna get through as many of these today as possible. Serena, a community build tour before. I think so. So this wheel is for tier 2 and tier 3 subs. Oh, build, not a build, sorry, save file. I've heard of people doing that before. I thought about what it would look like. I have to think about more about like what it would be, like what it would be composed of, or like how we'd organize it. Nostalgic. So this is Fix a Build. This wheel is for tier 2 and tier 3 subs currently. Anyone can enter. This wheel is just kind of like a guaranteed spot for them, if that makes sense. Aw, Pee-wee, thank you. Welcome on in. 22 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the 22 months. I did push this up a few weeks because I initially had this set for like the 5th or something like that, but then I'll have early access to the new pack, and no offense, I'm gonna want to do that instead. I really like this. How long have you subscribed? So it's not a length of thing. A tier 2 or tier 3 subscription is like a higher level, like a premium of subscription almost. It's like your base subscription on Twitch is something like, I think $6 or $7 US. And then a tier 2 subscription is 10. And then a tier 3 is going to be like $25 US. You get more emotes as well as like some other in-house things that we get, such as this. Oh my God, thank you so much. Sue, what in the world? Shoot, that's not the right one, Tony. Oh no. Hey, thank you so much, Sue, for the 6. And Casey Critters, thank you for the sub. Welcome on into the Beanie Weenie Club. Yo! Thank you so much. Welcome on in. Hi, Jedi. Good morning. I hope you're doing good. I just showed them the park that we did last night. Ranch. Oh, everything one's wing dressing. It really depends on what flavor of wing. If it's a buffalo wing, try honey mustard. It's really good. But I also like a good buttermilk ranch. I'm gonna miss today, but I got home. Yay! Are you back like home? Like home state, not Florida home? Good dawn. Hi, King. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Hi. Blue cheese. I do like a good blue cheese or like a gorgonzola dressing at some point too. Lemon pepper or Parmesan garlic. I do like a good garlic Parmesan. I really do. So I don't think that we have very many other people at this point on the Fix-A-Build wheel, which is totally fine. Aw, Jedi. Thank you so much. March 8th, that's right. So that's coming up really fast though. That's exciting. Thai curry from Buffalo Wild Wings. Ah, they're Thai curry. I think Michael's friend likes that one because every once in a while we'll go out to Buffalo Wild Wings. You can add me. Okay, for sure, Tony. I got you. Good morning. How are you? Hot honey wing. I do like, oh, or like a good, what in the world is it called, you guys? What is it? Nashville hot. A good Nashville hot is awesome. Okay, so today, you guys, we are going to do Fix-A-Build stuff. So I think I'm gonna set the keyword to HALP. So if you want help fixing a build, go ahead and enter help HALP in chat. So what we're doing here, if there's something that you're struggling with, something that's an old build, a new build, a current build, whatever you have that you want a separate set of eyes for to help you with like the roofing, or even just want like, what would you do differently here? Just type help, HALP. Happy Friday. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you again for the 500 biddies. And then the 6 gifted subs, and Casey Critters is a brand stinking new sub. I really appreciate that a lot. Help! It's a good keyword. I'll give you guys just a little bit. And also thank you for sticking through ads. You guys are wonderful. I would submit a bill, but I have a doctor appointment. Oh man, and Lord knows whether it take 30 minutes, 3 hours. Real and true. Real and true. I feel you. All right. I'm gonna give you guys just a little bit extra here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and draw. So we'll see how many we can get through today. If we run out of things to do, we'll talk about Jelly Bean Legacy tracking and also the thing that Phoebes did, because Phoebes is kind of a miracle worker. There's so many things that I want to do, but I just don't have the eyes to do. And then also have like the mental, like, or the time allotment set for it kind of thing. Because if I did everything that I would like to do, I would be overwhelmed. No, today's stream, I'll end probably at like 2:15 today. Yes, absolutely. You can join our Discord. If you do !Discord in chat, it'll give you a link. If it doesn't work, copy and paste it. When you get into our Discord, just read through the rules and react. Otherwise you won't be able to see all the channels. I have a link. I have a button there, so I just pushed it. But yeah, so you won't see any of the channels until you react to the rules. So that's just to prevent bots and stuff like that. But just say, hey, it's kind of like a yup, like an agreeing to terms and services thing. I do post live notifications and about whatever challenges and stuff that we kind of currently have going in there, as well as our schedules. Thank you so much for the hype train to you guys. Good morning. All right, so Anne Blepp, you have the first fix a build today. Tell me what your gallery ID is and what one you would like me to look at. I think your gallery ID is the same as your Twitch one, I think, if I remember correctly. I might be completely off the mark. It's like a 50-50 shot. Oh, they'd be gone all day, right? Gallery name is the same. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up here. So if you are watching the VOD or if you're just tuning in, at the top of your screen, you can see who we are currently helping. I'm gonna change this not viewing to helping, since this is fix a build. I love this. It's the land grab one. All right, perfect. Unfinished land grab home. All right, so I assume this goes with the land grabs live, which I can get with that. What aspect of it are you struggling with? What would you like a separate set of eyes on? So I know sometimes, like, obviously building is a very subjective and taste fueled thing and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot to update that, Bilu, but it's actually a stuff pack today. Let me change that really fast because I forgot to change that last night. But a stuff pack today of your choice. Welcome. I hope you're doing good. You know, Tony, I need to do a little bit more research and seeing if I can get reliable codes or like available codes, like reliably available codes for Xbox or even like PlayStation or something. I think we will be able to work it out, if that makes sense, somehow, some way. So I would say anyone. Because I don't want, you know, like the EA ones to be the only, or like, I want the EA ones to be the only ones that I have to like be selective on. Hi, Mateo. Hi. With the freezes. Okay. All right. So you're having issues with freezes. So are they applying everywhere or not where you want them or whatever kind of thing? Because there's a few things that I can look at freezes. So I'm going to try to put my teaching hat on here instead of, and like kind of talk out loud and commentate. Oh my God, I know my RPO stuff's kind of broken. I gotta fix that. It yelled at me. Oh, this is so cool. You're doing a reno of it. All right, so you're having issues with freezes. Is this is your version, it looks like, right? I wanna say. Xbox account? Ah, my friend got me a gift card for a game I wanted. Perfect. It's applying the outside stairwell area. So it is it in back over here? Or where's the stairwell area that you're talking about? Just so I can orient myself here. Outside stairwell area. Or inside the stairwell area. Are you talking maybe here? Like, are you talking this way? Oh, lofted rooms are so tricky. Okay. This is a very tricky situation. So I understand exactly what you're talking about. So like you're having issues right in here. Um, so couple of things. So I just deleted that, but oh goodness, I think this might just be a Sims glitch. Let's try a few things right now. Yep, we're gonna try a few things right now. But when you apply something, hold shift on your keyboard. But sometimes if you're broken like this, kind of like how you had to break the room technically, it'll just apply it to both sides of the wall because it doesn't count it as a room because it's not enclosed, so it just kind of cuts in. It might just be the Sims simming. And it looks like I do believe this is something where the Sims is just simming. Because you can like shift delete because like it's not viewing the space to be a room. And lofted rooms are specifically annoying for something like that. I deal with this all the freaking time. So like my suggestion then obviously is darn it Sims. Because this is just something that like happens with that, right? I thought so. Right, exactly. Is oh god, because I see it's not happening over here then too. Because this is because of like your little like wall thing. The suggestion that I have to get it to stop like coming in. I know I love the stair game. That's really cool. That is very awesome. I know it doesn't look bad inside, but you could kind of give yourself a little bit of leniency over here by like maybe putting, I wonder what would happen if we put like a little trellis thing to kind of like cheat. Like obviously like you got to work with the game's glitches and like the weird things that it kind of gives you sometimes. So I wonder if you could, yeah, like even like shift clicking. Yep. Yeah, shift clicking doesn't work because it doesn't view it as that room. Exactly. Seriously, and I break rooms all the time, so this is something I deal with regularly as well. But now it's kind of like we're pivoting our brain towards like, how can I bend the game to my will? What can I do aesthetically to make it work for me? Because the game told you like, I can't do that, but you're like, you're gonna listen to me anyway. So you can try to do something like this, and then of course you can delete your trim. And then let's see here if you can work with this with lattice. I don't think you're gonna be able to, but just some other ideas that I have here. Extend the platform overhang. Yes, because I was gonna create like a little latticed area, but I almost wonder what you could do if you just like straight up extended this over this way. It's gonna get a little bit finicky, I think, because it doesn't look like this is actually like a room. Let's try some things here. Like exactly. So you could like extend it around the corner of the building. Invalid rounded room. What in the world are you even talking about right now, game? There isn't a rounded room right here that I'm seeing. I don't understand why the game is being this way. That's so weird. Oh, I think it might be over here. Confusion, right? I'm gonna delete this, don't mind me. Okay, so there's not like a room here because these are just like walls. So there's not like rounded platforms. Okay. Oh, are you talking? Is it these here? By the tree, right? Because even if we do this, you're still not going to be able to like, oh, the rounded platforms. Where is that? I'm not seeing it. Am I silly? Am I silly? Huh? Because I'm not seeing the rounded rooms at all. Because I'm like clicking on stuff. Oh my God. The other palm tree. Oh, are you talking about this? Okay. That's still really weird that it's not letting you like stretch or do things over here though. Redo the platforms to not include rounded, right? But that's such a cool design though. because like in order for us to do this, like that would be my like suggestion to kind of like meet you in the middle here and not have to over on the left side. Yeah, like this. I wonder what would happen if we moved these or like deleted these. Oh no, that's all right. That's okay. And then we like put them in after, if that makes sense. So like what I'm going to try to do right now is I'm going to like break this here. So this is its own, oh Jesus Christ. Oh no. All right. So we're going to rebuild this. Oh no. Oh no, it's taking your walls with you. Oh God, I love and I hate building sometimes, y'all. Oh no. Okay, give me a sec. Oh no, I know this is like, I really, no, honestly, I do this kind of crap to myself all the freaking time too. It's literally just Sims building woes left and right. This is just something like when I say like when you're building, you have to break the game to your will. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Jay, thank you so much. Whee! Welcome on in. I really appreciate that. So I have effectively just like removed this. So we're going to try a fresh start. So then we can like get these things to work for you on this side, right? So we're able to just stretch this and do whatever we want over here because like we've effectively just kind of, you know, deleted what was going on. Because you had it like too wide, I want to say, which is a good width for all of this. I think it felt balanced. Oh my God. And then of course it's gonna be weird. I'm just like ruining your stuff left and right. It's fine. Okay, come on, game. You can do it. I have a love-hate relationship with this. Right, the Sims motto is if it ain't fixed, break it. Exactly. Like you could just break this. It's fine. Okay. So then now that you have this like bent to your will, and the way that you can do this here is like because this okay, so the reason why it's clipping in here when I don't have my hand on shift, right? When I'm just sitting here like looking at this and I'm trying to apply this trim, it doesn't view this area inside the house as a room because you broke it, right? Because I do this a lot too with like lofts. So now you have to hold a shift because it views this platform thing out here as a room, but this is not. So it's just trying to apply it to both sides of this room. So it just cuts into this because it doesn't think this is a room. So there's no like edge for it to end. So you hold shift and then you can apply it to every side of your room, kind of thing. This would be like one of my little suggestions of something to do is just to drag this around, that way, and then, recreate your little rounded room situation over here, because I believe now the game should let you do what you want with this. Because before, like, so you kind of had to like reverse it and like do one part of it first. Because the game was like yelling at you for rounded rooms for some silly goofy reason that I don't know why. But I think it's totally like, I know it's totally going to be possible to do what you want to do in here, but it's a matter of just like figuring out what order the game needs you to do it in. And I think this is totally worth it. Invalid rounded room. So we have this here. So you've built like your little platform out, and then you should be able to just like delete this and then add these back in. Oops. In whatever like shape or orientation that you kind of had them. I don't think I had this like allotted correctly, but like you should be able to like fit this in here, like however you do, and then like get it to work for you. If that makes sense, because I think you had them like a little bit closer. You should be able to do it. Put a fence at the top of the stairs and not at the bottom of the stairs. Would this solve this problem indirectly? Why can you put a fence at the top of the stairs and not the bottom of the stairs? What do you mean? A fence at the top of the stairs, but not at the bottom. Oh, are you talking about like this up here? I don't think so. So I'm going to back that up and see what you're talking about, because I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't think so, because you technically broke the room. So it like isn't doing what you need. Hold on. I think I'm tracking what you're saying. So like you have this, and then you have like this nice like thing here. Because this is technically like all broken. So if you redraw this, it might try to redraw that floor, but let's try it. So sometimes if you do this, like at the top of the stairs, like I'm taking like the fence for window shopping from Get to Work. It's just like, so your Sims, so it won't like be in your Sims way. It's something that your Sims can walk over. We're gonna try to see if we can recreate the room. That's a good idea though, Jake. Room because of the 3-story stairs, right? So we're gonna see. Now see, it didn't even like recreate the room. It didn't even do it. Yeah, because see, we still have the same problem here. Oh, the fence. Oh, at the bottom of those stairs. Okay, so we put them up there on the top, and then let's try this. I'm gonna try to do this, and then you're gonna delete this. And then I am gonna put these back up there. Just kind of like redo it. Thank you so much for the lovely 20 months, Amber. How you doing today? I hope you're good. So I'm gonna try this. And like try to put these up here. Can't intersect fences. Yeah, so you can't even do that even with like the fence for window shopping. Right, it is basically like bending the game to your will. Exactly, yeah, you can't even have a fence at the bottom of the stairs. You can only have it at like the top of the stairs. So you can't even like break it and then like redo it a different way. You could solve, but if you could, yes, if you could, you could solve the problem, right? You had to, oh yeah, I do a lot of like build bending too. I think at this point, if you don't want that freeze, because like even if you have it on the inside here, it still looks weird and you can't put it on this side because of that. Because of this whole thing, because it's technically a room, you know? So like you can't put it on the inside. Because it's like up against something. Like, yeah, like you can't even like reapply it or something. So I was gonna try to apply it. Overhang area, right? In individual tile platforms, yeah. Because like I'm pretty sure that you can get the same effect if you delete it and then like draw the thing around it and then put like your little circles over here. Or you might even be able to like do like a little trellis style area over here potentially with these, if that makes sense. With like little windows. If you have, because I don't know if you're only using base game for this. I haven't picked that up. It might be only base game actually. So I was gonna say like you could use like little glass roofs or something and kind of create like holes in the ceiling or something to make it look a little bit different, but that like either a completely covered gazebo or wrapping these around would be a good solution. But yeah, that is probably the most only base game, right. So I think like a glass roof or just like cutouts, if you wanted to create like a different design, if you wanted to cover this almost like an awning style thing, could be kind of cool. But obviously the aesthetic is your choice, but that's how you would bypass that choice or that there. Or yeah, I don't know, but you're using base game. I was gonna say there's also some like little wall sculptures, or I wonder if you could like find something that's debug where you could like lay it across this and make it look like it's like a rail or something here. I just don't know. I don't think there's really any like base game debug items or something that you could use to fake a trim in this spot at least. But yeah, that is one of the most, honestly, this is one of the most annoying Sims glitches where you're just kind of like hosed. If you try to do anything lofted, they're just like, I don't know, that's a you problem kind of thing. It's so aggravating. You're so welcome. Yay! Though, thanks for letting me take a swing at it. Oh my god, yes. No, that's so exciting. Oh my god, Tony, you could say it's a money laundering front. Get it? Because it's a laundromat. I went through the laundry. That's a good one. Okay, So we're doing Fix a Build today, you guys. We have a handful of people on the wheel. So this wheel is for tier 2 and tier 3 subscribers. These are guaranteed spots for like tours or whatever. Is there anyone else that's on this wheel that wants to go on it? Or anyone else that's not on this wheel that wants to go on it? Because we have Serena, Sybil, Nostalgic, and Tony. So this wheel is for tier 2 or tier 3 subscribers. So the random drawing that we did here for the keyword is for anybody, but this is kind of like a front ticket for like higher tier subs. So I think we have Serena, Sybil, Nostalgic, Tony on here. I had a lofted build and then in a save file and I lost and I could have been used for this, but I didn't check. Oh, before I deleted it. That sucks. Oh man. Yeah, no, I know you. That was really cool though. Amazon sub. Oh, that would qualify as like a tier 1. Thank you for choosing to use your Amazon sub though. That is so sweet because you only get one of those. That is genuinely the nicest thing. Yeah, the tier 2 or tier 3 subs are paid subs. So like the standard regular like sub would be like $7 US, then tier 2 is 10, and then tier 3 is like 25 a month. You get extra emotes and extra little perks like this in our community. Regardless of the sub level though, thank you for being here. Or not, like anyone. Internet comes back, I found my build. All right. We also have, I hope that your internet comes back on. That does not mean you're not able to work today. So Nostalgic is up first. What's is Nostalgic here? I know, Anne, your build is so pretty. You really did a really nice way of like facelifting it. And just kind of like you kept a lot of features about it that were like very still normal. Hi, Chief. Welcome on in. Good to see you. We're helping each other out and we're fixing each other's stuff today. Where people are stuck on things they're working on, we're helping them out. I'm on vacation. Oh, that's even worse. That's right. I remember you said you were on vacation. That's even worse. I'm like mad now. What do you mean I want to go outside? It's cold, right? Nostalgia, because your gallery ID is the same. Is that right? Once they announce the official one, oh, that's so good. Right. Same isn't here. I have 2. I figure you can choose between them. Okay. What ones would you like us to check? Are they like Hillside Haven or Old Salt House? Okay. So we have to do, oh, that's right, because we helped you with Oakenstead. That one was really fun. Where is it? So Hillside Haven or Old Salt House? Where are we? We have, they're older. Okay. Hillside Haven. So we have this one. Oh, it's like a fun, like, modern looking one. And then Old Salt House is another one that you did. Is Old Salt House older than this one? Hillside Haven, Old Salt House. Where are you? Industrial looking. Okay. I'm not seeing the Old Salt House here. Is it named Old Salt House? There it is. Okay, so this one or the other one. Honestly, this one looks really fun. I just love a good industrial one. So this one goes on the Old Salt House lot. Where, what about it were you struggling with, or did you want like tweaks or critique on or something? I don't want to play with you anymore, right? It's like Toy Story, right? It is like the Toy Story meme. It really is, isn't it? The same vibes. I love it. That's so fun. I think the one next to it where the whatever karaoke bar is, I built the barcade. It was huge. And it was like a giant old warehouse, and it's like it has some basement to it and like 2 stories. It's huge. It's fun. For that one is the layout. I don't feel like space was utilized well. Got it. Okay. So like the layout. So before we begin here, I am gonna go ahead and take a quick ad break before we dive on in. Ads play no matter what I do, so I'm gonna pause and wait for you, and I will see you in a second.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I'm working on the one right now. I love that. That's fun, Sid. That's great. Ooh. So like layout. I'm not gonna peek on the inside yet until so everyone can get like my first what's it called? Like my first impressions and like my first thoughts as we kind of go in. I think this was like a shell tour or a community tour lot that we had done, or day that we'd done, because there's this really cool industrial one that we did over here. That one was really cool. I remember these. God, that's neat. Heck yeah. Thank you for the click for Palestine, by the way. That's fantastic. The layout, got it. Okay. I really like what's going on though, from what I can see so far. This is cute. But does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? So Michael and I are going up to Wisconsin this weekend for our friend's baby shower and to like visit friends and stuff. And then I'm planning to come home on like Sunday. Well, obviously we'll be home Sunday. And then I'll probably work on some like stream stuff, knowing me, and prep for the week. Hi. I mean, I have been having fun so far. Good to see you. I always love fix-a-build days. They're so, it's like a puzzle for me. You know what I mean? To like get thrown into a build that you guys have been working on and see if I can help troubleshoot whatever you're having issues with or something. Like, I love that. It's so fun for me. A market tomorrow. Oh my God. Yes, it's been pretty overcast. Fingers crossed that there's no rain for you guys. That's crazy. So I was talking to Bo this morning about like, I don't know why this like reminded me of that a little bit. I was talking to Bo this morning, and you know, the MAGA hats or whatever. What if we made, because honestly, like it's historically proven one way to like dismantle fascism is to literally like make fun of it, because it's fragile masculinity, like at its dumbest down form kind of thing. But honestly, what if we made Make America Gay Again hats and just started making them? Because, you know, like I said, one of the best ways to, in the rainbow, yep, one of the best ways to dismantle fascism is to make fun of it. Like, don't even care. Like, it literally makes them question themselves, and it literally is kind of like this self-conscious kind of thing. Obviously, that's like a very dumbed down version of it, and it's like, but yeah. MAGA hats, like, I know, I think I would make it red with like rainbows on it and Make America Gay Again. I would so wear that hat. Literally said that out loud, right? So you mean this MAGA? Make America Gay Again. Yeah, LGBTQ, let's go. Make t-shirts too, honestly. Hard thinking about it, Lizzie. Red, exactly. Yep, I would make them red, but put like a big rainbow on it. Exactly. Right. Extremely clearly satire, because they made an acronym. Exactly. Yep. 100%. Oh yeah, because you know I'd never want to like associate myself with anything like that, because it's just disgusting. But I'm all for being gay. Let's be gay. Let's do it. Hi Calico, good to see you. Welcome on in. I would wear it too, right? And we're back from ads. This recording is in partnership with the EA Creator Network. All right, friends, here we are. So this is, oops, I just realized that I needed to put this up here, and then I needed to put the current tour up here. So that was my bad. I don't know how that deleted. I loved when my deportation stuff made people turn into Mexicans aren't going anywhere, right? I know, I like that. Red, white, and rainbow. In this house, we kneel for the flag. And it's just the pride flag. I love that. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, this one is my nostalgic miss. So Nostalgic said that, exactly, the pride flag, 100%. Nostalgic said that they were having problems with their floor plan. So like the layout of things. So you feel like it's not really something that was utilized well. Or like to the best of its abilities. So you felt like maybe it was like a little bit wasteful or something like that. I honestly kind of like what you've got going on here, right? Tony's like, I'll get started on designs ASAP, right? I think it looks good. So I'm gonna make the most predictable suggestion known to man. Have you thought about platforms before? Because I like the open concept. And like the way that you hid your staircase in this little area, because I think I really like your kitchen. But have you tried platforms before? I'll suggest a pillar next. Because I like how you also like ingrained your things in here, right? That's what I was thinking, honestly. Because Bilius, I love that. Welcome on in. So we try to do these at least once a month. At least once a month, these little fix-a-build things. We do shell tours and gameplay and building here. We actually just finished like a big building spree to set up for gameplay. So if you like telenovelas and lots of drama, this is a good place for you. So this little entryway could be really cute. You could even do like this raised in the middle. Thanks for the follow. How the heck are you? Welcome on in. What are platforms, right? You guys, you turds. But you could even like drop these down a little bit. Oh my God, you guys are so nice. Thanks for the follows. Yeah, if you like Sims content, I stream Monday through Friday. It's my main thing. I also do have a uncapped with an asterisk, like so uncapped through the month of March stream. Biscuits. So the reversed platform thing isn't gonna work. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I am going to suggest going like this and maybe even platforming the outside by one and then the inside of this just by one. So then you can kind of divide your space. So then it kind of like brings in this idea of it's like an entryway, you know, like that. So it's you have like the different vibe, if that makes sense. So like there's your little entryway and then it goes down here or it goes over there. Since you can't really push it down without your doors floating because like your doors don't go lower than the floor. They'd have to be open. So that's why I did it that way. So that would be like a little suggestion. So you literally just like platform this on top of your foundation and then you try that. That is one, cause like I like the open concept. But platforms help like divide it a little bit better. So you could even maybe even just have it be one side that whatever, like you could raise all of this side up if you wanted to, or this side up, or whatever. So I personally like the layout that you did, to be real with you, because you made like this faux wall and kind of like created a little hallway. So it's not just a big wide open room. So you asked, enter to look at your build, or even if you hadn't have anything specific, or just, yeah, it's just like general advice. So any build that you're like currently working on, or one that you've done in the past that's like older, like nostalgic here. Yeah, I think this downstairs floor plan is cute, personally. Like, I really like it. The way that you divided it up is cute. And then even up here, like you used all the space. You even have like a little bathroom in the middle, like a little hallway landing. Like, I think this is good. Genuinely. I understand where like your hesitancies can kind of come from though. You know, like when you're looking at your own thing, we're our own worst critics and stuff. Exactly, like I love that. But play with platforms in here to kind of divide it without actually dividing it. You could even use like maybe a little half wall situation or whatever, because I know these kind of got messed up because of that, but you could do like a little half wall so it feels like it's its own area, like this. So you could do like that, or even something that's like a little bit wider, or even if you wanted to use like full walls to sort of even like branch that out a little bit better, you better believe it's more columns. So I'm gonna steal, it doesn't look like I can see any columns currently in here, but we're just gonna slap some in here. You could do something like that, and even like decide to like bring this across that way, and then like you have your stone that you had in here or whatever. So then you have like another taller wall to like hang things, and it feels, it could still feel more open, like maybe. So like you see how this is like down, but then I just like raise this part up so it's its own little area here. Like, so it feels like it's just a continuous room when you walk in, and it's like the living room or the dining room and like the kitchen, which is like a big entertainment space. So yeah, that's also something else that you could do to divide that if you wanted, using those columns that you had. But yeah. With objects, you can put a punching bags in the corner, 1 by 1 space, and will still function. Yep, you sure can. Yeah, the division really does help. So it really depends on like what direction you want to go with that. Like, is this feeling too open to you? You could also do this too, right here, and kind of like create this little spot, like a little entryway, so it doesn't feel too open, you know, like you kind of meet it in the middle. Would be another thing. But yeah, I really like what you have going for your floor plan, because you have like a nice, it doesn't feel like too wide open. It still feels like really cozy and cute. And it's like a good flow of the space, you know? Freely placed spandrels. I would be unstoppable if they did that, or just not have them snapping to the ceiling, or just let us have like half walls from the ceiling. Honestly, half walls without the ceiling would be awesome, or reverse platforms, which would technically just be shorter walls, but don't judge me. Don't judge me. But you know, I think having reverse platforms would be really fun to play around with, honestly. Like platforms from the ceiling versus like from the floor. So it's just like you could play with space that way too. And you build with those windows, because those windows are the best. Yes, they're really cool. All right, so that was a wheel spin. So the way that we do this now, if you have a build that you would like me to peek at, or kind of like fix up, or give advice on, or just get a second, whatever you want, type in help, HALP. Thank you for the click for Palestine, by the way. You guys have been so awesome with that. I know a reverse platform would be literally so good. Literally so amazing. It's excellent. I try to do this at least once a month. But this was supposed to be like the week of the 5th or whatever. I moved it to this week because we have the update next week. And then also the expansion pack comes out on the 6th of March. So I decided to kind of like do a little flippy flip here. So this one is technically like, no, it was supposed to be next week that we actually had fixed the build, I think. But yeah, I just flipped it a week. But yeah. Torn between builds. Oh, right. I can also pick whatever one that you might want to, Britt. If you have something that you might want, like if you want me to pick, I can do that. Because I did that for nostalgic. So obviously building is a very like opinion based thing. And like my opinions are mine, and like your vision of what you want to do is yours. So there's not like a right or wrong way to do something, but sometimes just like a different perspective on how someone might do something is like, and bringing the idea that like of something that you might not have tried yourself is super helpful. So I love doing that. It's like a puzzle for me, because I think like I've loved every single one of these, but my favorite one that we did was Little Bears. Actually, it was during the first ever fixable that we did. Little Bear came with a house that like was based off of a real life house. So I couldn't just like add things to like make stuff up or to fix stuff. So we had to like really puzzle piece together the roof to make it look like it did in real life, but like bring it into the Sims, because sometimes that's really hard. That was probably my favorite fix-a-build. I felt like the most accomplished, probably. Like of all of these have been so fun, but that one really stands out in my mind. Anxious Aardvark. Hi Sims Lover, good to see you. Anxious Aardvark, what's your gallery ID? This really is like a puzzle, and I love this. I'm into it. Hi, Allison. See, Joanna, 23. Perfect. Let me change the name at the top. All right. So what build did you have for us today? What would you like us to look at? These are so cute. Oh my God, they're so adorable. Not so very yellow. Okay. All right, perfect. This obviously definitely goes in Oasis Springs, on a 40 by 30 in one of the arid areas. So then I think my yellow generation lived in Oasis Springs as well, I think. I can't remember. Whereabouts did you have this house? Because I think it's arid, but probably arid ridge. Your landscaping is your concern? Okay. Is it over here, just so I can kind of get the full picture? Do you remember what lot you have it on? I think it is up there on the ridge. I want to say have it. Oh, across the land grabs. Oh, so it's actually like right here. Yuma Heights. Okay. Excellent. So landscaping, desert landscaping is definitely a different feel. Like it's something that takes a little bit of work to like kind of pivot your brain to because it's so different. A real challenge with basing builds off of IRL builds. Yes, I think one of the things, like we're close to fix a build for next month or whatever. So like the next edition at 300 subs at the end of the month. But then I think one of the sub goals after that point is weird build find. So try to build weird stuff we find online and like spend a day doing that together. Cactus landscaping, it's actually very fun. I was paying a lot of attention when we went to Vegas and like San Diego for TwitchCon. I was like, that's in The Sims, that's in The Sims. And I was like making mental notes because I'm crazy. See someone else's perspective, especially the backyard. Okay, perfect. Oh, this is cute. Oh my God, it feels very like 19. This is so cute. This is so 50s. Like it feels like what's it called? This is adorable. I love your direction so far. It feels like almost picture perfect. Does that make sense? But I could see, okay, so like a lot of things that I would probably do and little things like this, because like you really have this very adorable, like bright mid-century feel kind of going on. I could see you doing something up here on these, because I see what you've done with these. I know it's one of my personal faves too. It's so cute. It feels very picture perfect. Uh-oh. It's I don't know why it's not like letting me just like place these over and over. So I'm gonna have to eyedropper these one in a bit. Anyway, this is weird. That's so weird. It's like not letting me do it. Anyway, almost like a sitcom, but I don't know why it's not letting me place stuff. That's so strange. But yeah, some of the landscape was debug for sure. That's like my favorite thing to do. But even so, it's like not letting me place stuff. It's weird. But or even like delete it or place it at all. I might have to restart my game. That's weird. Cacti there, it looks so cute with taking notes. Yeah, so like even if you were to like rotate these in different directions, because that's like one of the biggest landscaping tips that I can give. If you're using the same object over and over, rotate it on a random axis, just like whatever direction, so it doesn't look like you place the same item over and over and over and over, because the game, like the item is the same, but you can make it look more realistic and less like repetitious and uncanny valley kind of thing if you just rotate it a little bit, even in its spot. I don't know if it's gonna crash, right? It feels like it. So then another thing that I would, so you could just like line this or even space those out even more and then add in, because I feel like with a cute little house like that, repeating those or even maybe alternating them would be cute for something like this. I think maybe if you spread them out a little bit more, give yourself like 3 lines in between. Oh, come on. It's like straight up not letting me place these. There we go. That's so weird. Anyway, so I wonder if it's just like debug or if my game is just being weird right now. That's very strange. But then placing little things like this, like in the middle. Yes, he's just not letting me play stuff at all. I am going to restart my game really fast because I can't play stuff, obviously, and that's not going to be productive for us right now. So we're going to do that. Unnerved but weirded out, I guess, then. They sense to look so fake, sometimes even feel plasticky. Right, no, I get it. Yeah, it's almost like uncanny valley. Right, I get it. I know, right? No, I think it's just The Sims being The Sims. I am gonna remove RPO for now because I kept getting that error when I loaded up my game. So I'm gonna take that out since we're not actually playing. I think that's just a good idea in general. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yours won't be the one to break the game today. Yes, a question while you're booting for sure. I've never met anyone else with my same feeling about them. They just feel wrong and creepy to me. I get it. Almost like Alien, you know? Like all of those kinds of things like that are just whatever. Oh no, I get it. But land grab when you help me with, I want to ask your permission to post it. Yeah, 100%. Yes. Yes. That is something like that is totally okay. 1,000%. Yeah. Thank you for being like very respectful and very kind for sure. Cause I know like self-promotion can be like a little bit weird. Like, and like it's kind of hard to like figure out where to draw a line because I know like sometimes different communities handle things differently, you know? So I really understand, but thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, like even if you didn't give credit, like I don't need credit. If you feel the desire to, totally okay. Like, but I don't think that's something that, you know, because like what would be the difference? I guess that, you know, I understand where you're coming from, but like in my mind, like what would be the difference if you like watch someone do something similar on a stream and then just decided like, oh, that's a good idea, you know, kind of thing. But I get it. A planet that was octopi and succulents? No, right? Like, I feel like desert and deep sea stuff are just so strange to me. They just feel like alien in a way. This house is so flippin' cute though. I can't believe it. Thank you, Seaflower. I appreciate it. How you doing today? All right, so fingers and toes crossed that my game is gonna let me place items today or now. I deleted a mod that was like kind of glitching, but you never know. I hate the ocean. I'm scared. No, exactly. It's so dark and like unknown. Deep water scares me. To think that like some of my ancestors came over here on like the Mayflower and other boats and all sorts of crap like that. So you see kind of how I have like rotated these differently. Like, I could rant and rave about this all day. I actually made like a TikTok and like an Instagram short on this. So, like, say you have like a line of like all these bushes or whatever, right? Like this. But if you look at it, it's like, oh, that's weird. It's the same item. But even if you do something like rotate it different directions here and there, it like does change it a little bit and it doesn't look as bad, or even like on a different axis or something like this, just a little bit. But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look so like you're repeating the same pattern over and over and over. That is like one of my biggest landscaping pieces of advice that I see. So if you're gonna use something over and over, then don't be afraid to rotate. But even if you, how do you free spin? I think you have to use Sims 3 camera. You have to use Sims 3 camera. It's not available Sims 4 camera. And you free spin by holding Alt and then just like clicking and dragging. No, for sure, Anne. Absolutely. And even the fact that it's something that's even in your mind in the first place, because the content creation space is like a very interesting place. So the fact that you are someone who's like even thinking of that in the first place speaks miles about you. And you're already miles ahead of people that I've known in my life. So I get it. That is awesome. But yeah, like a lot, but thank you. Genuinely. But so in a lot of like desert landscaping places, they'll use a lot of those like saucer stylites or ones that are like really low profile kind of thing. So that's something that I might recommend doing up here in the front. Honestly, I really, really like how you have like a picture perfect lawn that has like nothing in it. It's like mowed and like tailored. I love that. And then I really like how you've added your little beds back here. Like that, you know? You've incorporated rocks and like different height and dimension and things like that already like in here. So I really like what you've got going on there, because this is something that would be like exactly just this, like in this style of house or like sort of area. I really like this. So for something like this over here, these little guys are kind of just poking out. I might recommend finding something that's like a little bit taller maybe to put in here, or something. I don't know. It's kind of difficult because these, if you size them up, they like stick out. So it's really hard to know exactly what's going on, but even as is, I think it still looks really good regardless. Even as is. Felt empty, right? No, honestly, like thinking of like how almost like textbook picture perfect these styles of houses are. Like nuclear perfect family kind of thing. You know, almost feels like fake. I think you're pulling this off and I love the vibe a lot. Like this, it feels fake and it's cute and it works. Do you know what I mean? Like I really, really, really like this. I think what you've got going on here is really cute. And then see, even in the back, it's just perfect. Like I really, really like it. But the way that you've designed your garden beds is really cool. So I could see how you could feel very self-conscious, like there's something missing, but sometimes the styles, like that's one thing, like to pivot, like the style is a really weird mental shift, because especially if you're not used to it. The random grass space. I could see like a very, oh my God. Okay. What I'm thinking, think like flamingos. Okay. You hearing me? You could do like little, like think like really fake, like picture perfect dad grilling. And then like you could get some yard flamingos or something that feels like really uncanny weird. Like an umbrella table. So this is where you know you see kind of where I'm going with this, like a little umbrella table. The more like cutesy tchotchke looking, the better. Like this. Wherever the stripy one is. They have a stripy one somewhere and I don't know where it is. I think it might be that. No. Even if it's like the picnic table version, where is the stripy umbrella version of that, you guys? Isn't it a base game? Okay, I thought so. Something that's like really bright. Even that yellow one is really cute since it's the yellow generation of Not So Berry. And then maybe over here, like in this little corner, or even over here, you might be able to like move this somewhere else, wherever you feel. Or even like up here. I don't know exactly where that would technically function, but then I could see you doing like some sort of a little cute kitchenette area out here. And then if you have this specific expansion pack, if you don't, this one will do, or something that's just like a really fun color, but you could use the toddler stuff grill like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you just get something for, because that like screams this era, like that 1950s vibe, but also like make it weird and like uncanny feeling. Like I love the vibes I'm getting. Do you know what I mean? You could do like a cute little outdoor kitchen if you wanted. And like kind of make a little lawn area and then maybe add some like little flamingos. You could even do like an extra little garden bed out here. Hi, Jeans. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a good day. So like take your little half wall and then you could do like a, oh my God, this is cute. You could add like your own little like garden bed in here if you wanted. Like I saw that you used like whatever sand that you used in here. And then just make another little like garden spot to eat up this space. You know, a Reno house with an outdoor kitchen, right? No, it's not a Reno house without like an outdoor kitchen. That's right. So yeah, and then you could like landscape it, add yard flamingos. Honestly, those little flamingos are gonna be so freaking cute. And I really hope that you'll poke these in somewhere. Because I think, or even like this, even if you size these like debug ones up, and then you have like your little guard dog here or something. But yeah, I think the direction that you've got is super cute. I know it's really adorable. Those are the debug ones and just sized up because I feel like they feel very different than the one that you get like in the actual build by category or catalog or whatever. Yeah. I love what you have going on, honestly. The little like whatever cacti or the stuff that you choose to put. This is cute. And then like a little outdoor grill hangout space. This is so cute. I love what you did with like the roofing. You're very talented. I love mid-century stuff. My hometown where I grew up was Frank Lloyd Wright's hometown. And so a lot of the buildings in the area were inspired by him or built by him. By either his people apprentices or something like that. So I grew up like looking at neighborhoods just chock full of like mid-century and high prairie style houses, and it's genuinely one of my favorites. I don't really build it that often. I'm not very good at it. I build more Victorian stuff, but it makes me want to build more mid-century. Yes, that's so cool. I'm so jealous. Michael's parents live in a very like mid-century style house, and I'm like so jealous. It's so cool. All right, so Twitch is gonna play ads in a second, you guys. Thanks for hanging. I am gonna go ahead and get ready then to do a wheel spin pull, and then we'll be right back. Hold tight. Thanks for letting me take a look though. That's so cute.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I love days like today. This is so fun. Can I get added? Absolutely. I can totally add you. You're so welcome. If anyone watched the Florence Pugh and Harry Styles movie, I think it was called Don't Worry, Darling. This is very mid-century polished, like the houses in the movie, right? Because I just feel like it's so like overly perfect. You know, it just feels weird, and I love that. Like something is messed up. Like I feel like if I didn't decide that Betty wanted to be like a rancher and then make her kids live like in the barn or whatever like that. Do you remember Betty from our, Betty Crocker from our 100 baby challenge? If she, something's lurking in the shadows, right? If she didn't live there, she would live in a house like that. That's like too perfect. Like what's in the basement? You know? I took a field trip to Frank Lloyd Wright House for one of my college classes. That's so cool. Nice. Well, do you remember what one you went to? I've seen clips of her. Betty was crazy in a fun way. I mean, as I can't hear your response right now, but I just want to say I love days like today. Yay. Thank you so much, Seaflower. It's really nice. Internal chaos on the inside, perfection on the outside. Exactly. Like you're like over projecting something. Rochester, I'll have to look it up. Got it. That one's not falling water, I don't think. So honestly, just thinking right now, I should charge my phone. Heck yeah. You do see a cat. You do. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. Welcome on in. She brought me her hair tie, I think. Yes, she did. Oh, the Boynton house. Got it. Where I grew up, there was like House on the Rock and stuff like that. And then, oh my God, there's another one. His 80 German warehouse, but that one's not as impressive, I guess, if that makes sense, like as interesting. I know she loves her hair ties. I got woken up like 3 different times by her last night because she was like on our headboard, and then she'll like drop her hair tie on you, and like if it doesn't, like it lands on your pillow or like on your face, and she like gets in there and then like baps it and like touches your face with her toes. I'm like, you yeah, she's literally like, okay, it's time to play. Like I tell you guys, like, honestly, okay, so one thing that I really want to do, like when Maple's commissions open up even more, like after March, I think she should be good. But Kyber's biscuit bakery, and then also Ahsoka's delivery service, because she brings me things. Like she even brings us like little pieces of garbage, like, oh, a little gum wrapper that happened to like fall out of your pocket or something. Or like the hair ties or something, but she brings you stuff. When she was like smaller, she'd bring us like little twisty ties off of the bread wrapper, the bread things, or like a little shred of like a butter like thing. A fun trip. Especially enjoyed the area that the leaded windows were specifically designed by him for that. Yes, right. It's so cool, isn't it? The high school that I went to is specifically designed around his architecture and like inspired by it, because like the turkey red color was one thing that he really was kind of known for, and just like the windows and like the high prairie style stuff. It is really cool, right? So I have like an abnormal amount of like exposure to that just due to like where I grew up. And also my history teacher was super like interested in his stuff, and I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. Here, mom, exactly, like pick up your trash. Or like here's another funny one too. Like if Kyber happens to get out of his collar, because we have like the breakaway collars and stuff, um, she'll like bring us his collar. It'd be like missing for several days and she'll just like bring it. It's happened like a couple of times now. Also, this recording is in partnership with the EA Creator Network. Kyber's our other cat. Oh my God, a Chicago boat tour. I really want to do that actually. So bad. I've been telling Michael that I want to go on the Chicago River and I want to do the architecture tour. So bad. I'll have to take Dramamine because looking up at all the high buildings actually gives me nausea because I'm an indoor kid apparently. I know I would love to do the architecture one, you guys. I would. All right, so I don't believe we have any tier 2 or tier 3 subs in addition to these that would like to go on the wheel because I have Serena, Sybil, Tony, and Tink. The Wilco buildings, right? I know, I would love to do that. Like I say that I'm an indoor kid, but I actually do like outdoorsy things like camping, canoeing, kayaking, hiking, disc golf. And like gardening. I'm relatively outdoorsy, but just not that way. Is high on your list? Yeah, that would be so fun, wouldn't it, Leona? It would be such a blast. Like being a tourist where you live is such like because you view like the place where you live differently, you know? Because like you view it through like you're living there versus like visiting there. Like so you see like the grocery stores and like the restaurants that you like go to or whatever, or the little coffee shops. You don't see it through like the tourism perspective. All right, so we have Tony. Is Tony here? I do believe that I did see him not that long ago. Yay! Outdoorsy, but doing outdoorsy things makes you motion sick. Yes, that's the same. I say like I have the survival skills of a purse dog, which isn't actually true, but like I just get motion sick and whatever, you know. When we take time off, if we just explore the city, yes, right. I fell in the toilet. Oh no, someone go get him! Tony is drowning. Did you wear your water wings? I just hate the cold. I get it. Hating the cold is really understandable. Like, after going to Florida though, I like where the seasons change. I have decided. I'm also allergic to Florida. Three-ish hour drive. Yeah, right. Indiana Dunes. Yes. Because we've gone up to, oh my God, I don't remember where it was. Warren Dunes, I want to say. Which is kind of like right at the bottom of like Lake Michigan. We were like barely in Michigan kind of thing. As we went to Warren Dunes once and that was really cool. Even to the idea of Florida, right? I just don't like the humidity though. Like it's just like an overstimulating thing for me. An hour from Orlando and have years of just did Disney's Magic Kingdom for the first time in like 20 years. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Panda, isn't it crazy though, right? The things like being a tourist where you live is just, it's such a hard way. Like it's a pivot, it's a weird pivot to make, you know? The townhomes, oh, these are cute. What would you like? Wait, cheap rundown townhomes from some early gens of the JBL. I could use some help figuring out decorations or even suggestions. I had a small lot to work on. All right, so 30 by 20. This looks like it's in Willow Creek. That is up next is I don't think it's Potter's Play, is it? It might be Potter's Play. It is really sad that I knew that immediately. I play this game too much. Oh my God, I need to log out. Just me casually having like 13,000 hours in this game is fine. Yeah, I did Disney for the first time. We did Magic Kingdom and then Hollywood Studios. I was there to like get the quintessential like Disney experience, but then I also wanted Star Wars. Like I'm a Disney princess girl now because Disney owns Star Wars because Princess Leia is a princess now. So I'm a Disney princess girly now. It is a lot of hours. I know how I can identify lots. I know, right? It's kind of weird. That isn't Leia. I don't really have a favorite Disney princess, to be honest with you. I really don't. I didn't really grow up watching Disney princesses stuff. Xenomorph is a Disney princess now too. That's fantastic. That is so good. Yeah, I didn't really grow up watching any of the, like, I was mostly like a Disney animal or Disney cats kind of person. Um, Tiana or Belle, right? Whichever Disney princess is kind of like more self-sufficient and independent and I don't need a man, probably that. These are so cute, Tony. So you said you want something for like decor help, right? Oh, Leia, they should add Leia. Merida, okay, so probably her. Then Princess Leia is a Disney princess, you're right. Oh, I like the little laundry room in here. This is really fun. Okay, so you're looking for decor. Any suggestions? Are you trying to make these like move-in ready, kind of like I've been doing with mine? Oh my God, I like the pool. You got an algae bloom problem? You an algae bloom problem. I like how you did like the nasty water. That's so good. And cheap. Okay. So move-in ready. So you don't really have any like furnishings here. Oh, I loved Arissa cats too. I don't think that I have it here. In here, because like I gotta update this technically, but I think it's right there actually. I have a sticker of Marie that says like girls don't start fights but they finish them or something like that. I don't know, whatever like one of her lines are, and she's like primping her cheeks. I love Marie. Oh my God, your pop sockets, Marie. I have a Bulbasaur pop socket. It's very cute. You guys can't see it here, but it's like so cute. I love Bulbasaur. Anyway, I love what you've done though, Tony. I feel like you're off to a really good start. The only thing that I can see here is that like you're missing a sink in there, unless the gallery ate it, which is very possible that the gallery ate those. So you said you're looking for advice on just cheap stuff. I love these. Honestly, I always forget sinks too. I get it. This is really cute because then it goes in here and there's like a little step up into your bathrooms that you've got. I know, trash cans, right? These are adorable. Are these like little 2 beds or 1 beds? They're little 1 beds. These are so sweet. I love the floor plans. I don't know. Those are adorable. I like it. So you said you didn't have like a lot of room. Honestly, because since you're making like move-in ready ones and you said you wanted them to be like a little bit more run down, I think you've basically nailed it. The only thing that I could potentially think of is how tricky it's gonna be, especially if your Sims don't have or want like a double bed. I'm just gonna pick like a random double bed. That's the only thing that I can think of that could get weird. Is like this. Right, needs more color, right? No, it's perfect. I like it. Because even here, you could like narrow down the size of like your bathroom, because you can fit a bathroom in a like a fully functioning bathroom in like a little 2x2. You might have to rearrange things a little bit differently, but you can do it. But that's really like maybe one of the only things that I can think of here is that it's going to be really, really tricky for you to do like a double bed, right? Because like it's possible to do a full bathroom with this in a 2x2. It's the only thing that I can like really kind of think of is like maybe moving that there, because like a really, really small how do I want to say a really small room like for a double bed to be able to like fully function on both sides. You can fit like a 3 wide. A 3 wide will do it. Like 3x4 is like a good like small bedroom, because you can still fit like maybe a little like low profile dresser here and then this here. Pits are welcome. I love it. Right? I know the space management. You did a really good job with the floor plans though, but that would be my only gameplay suggestion that I would have for you. is to somehow like figure out a slightly smaller bathroom, or even, because you can't even really do this either. But yeah, I know, right? It's so crazy. It's fun to do realistic ones, but honestly, you did a really good job, Tony. You have nailed it. It's a really cute, itty bitty little apartment complex. A small hallway, right? Yeah, I get it. But that's what I got. I think it's good. You did a good job. That's good though. You even like a little splash pad and a pool out back. They really have like nice amenities here, especially like the algae bloom style like water outside. It's so finicky. I love it. Can we get some hypes and hearts in chat for Tony? I don't know. We're not doing tours and I haven't really been asking for those, but I just said it. Make up for the lack of other things, right? You know, it's fine. Yay! Thank you for letting me have a swing at that though. But that would be my main suggestion. All right. So we have another thing. So if you would like me to look at one of your builds and help you out, type help, HALP, in chat and let me know what you need. Go ahead and type help, because we're doing fix a build today. If you have a build that you want me to peek at and kind of give like my opinions on like second like little brain on, then here we are. This is going to be a good stream for you. I really like doing these because they're just big puzzles. They are so fun. I try to do them at least once a month or so. It could be a build that you've done way in the past that you might like to see, like maybe what would I change about it to like enhance it, or an existing build that you're working on, or one that you're stuck on currently. Whatever you want. Here we go. I'll give you guys just a little bit of extra time here. My build is built a while ago, so it doesn't try filtering 30 by 30 lots. Really? Got it. So like, it was like a long while ago. Almost missed it, and I was gonna poop myself if I did. Aw, I get it. I don't have, so because you can't really share builds that won't have CC because it just won't show up for me, if that makes sense. Like the items just won't show. But if they're like not downloaded, so if they're like CC, that's like gallery artwork or something, or like paintings or something that your sim made is different, because those will show up. But if they're things that you like downloaded, they won't show up for me. Oh, like a few years ago, I get it. Baby Brando, what's your gallery ID? Is it Baby Brando? I think it might be close to Baby Brando. I don't know. Oh, darn it. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. How you doing today? I was like guessing to try to remember what your guys' gallery IDs are. Okay, what of these would you like me to peek at? Oh, your Sims are so cute. All the little families. Del Eswen, is it Esueno Rec Center? Okay. Rec Center built for the Calle de Esueno lot in Ciudad Enamorada. I'm probably butchering those words, so you have to excuse me. This is so cool. So what would you like for me to peek at? And like, what's your pinch point here? Else something lot in Ciudad Enamorada, I mean. Here we go. It's this one, and we'll place you down. I like how you put like a little rec center here. This is so good. That's cute. I've never built a rec center yet. Roofing is rough, and the build overall really ambitious for me. Ah, okay. So basically, you felt like you were like in over your head, and you just want like a little bit of pointers. Woo! I love ambitious builds. They're so fun. I get it. It's like, it's a step, because like you continuously push yourself, and then soon, you know, like you're just getting better at doing larger things. That's how I feel about mansions now. Like my earlier mansions were rough. Like Judith Ward's house was definitely not an easy one for me. Ooh, exciting. I know I like it. Okay. I really actually like your roofing though. That is very fun. Okay, so I'm thinking of like a big community recreation center. This is in Ciudad Enamorada. So this came in Lovestruck. So this is Lovestruck World. Wanting hi do as well. Aw, I've been using the same like product for years, so I'm used to like the way it goes on and like the application. And also I've been doing winged eyeliner since like, oh God, I was in like early high school. If that makes sense. So it's just a lot of like experience and a lot of the same thing over and over. This is so cute. I really like what you've done with like the concrete on the floor. So for like these styles, the style of houses or like buildings rather than a house, I like how you have like the different platforms and everything. So I would say honestly, like what you have going on with your build here is really, really good for like your roofing because you're using half walls, you're using platforms, and you're using dimension with it. Are three of like the big ones. And then so the dimension coming from like the different levels. So you have like a like either a single platform or like a no. Yeah, this is a single platform, and then you have like a bigger platform here. That checks two boxes that I would personally check. You know what I mean? And then these, you're doing different heights, that checks another box. And then another box that I would look for is if you have like the exterior trim, checks it. I'm addicted to pillars. They're not for everyone and you don't have to add them, but you could consider, especially if you feel like you're struggling on some of these things that are like just those big flat walls, find a pillar that kind of works for you. It could be one that's maybe like an off-white color or whatever you might pick to like do that. And like you could just add random pillars to the edges or something, but it doesn't even need that, I don't think, honestly. With the way that it is and like how infrequent the flat walls are. Even like your corners look good because you have like the dimension with like those faux rooms. I know it's definitely very ambitious, but I like your landscaping, half walls, platforms. So I would say that honestly, you did a very good job with like what you did with your platforms and like the shape of the build altogether. So then another one that you said is any other things I do differently. Honestly, it's so good. I like it. Yeah, you did a really good job. Even like your colors, because you still have like your accent pieces. It's not like a flat color, you know, but it's all cohesive. And then even like your windows. But it really does feel like a good community space. I love what you did with your basketball area with like the stone walls, the hopscotch, and like the little, this is so fun. Lots of little things to do out here and like all the different colors of the chairs. It feels very Ciudad Enamorada coded, like all of the different colors and stuff like that. I know the little round band corner. Oh my God, the tile floors. Stop. This is so cute. The platforms on the roof. No, I get it. Sometimes like when you're building your own thing, it just looks weird. I get it. Like, but honestly, I feel like it doesn't look strange at all. I know the colors are so fun. So you did like, you made your own custom like tile floors. I love that. That's so fun. That is so cute. So, I love this space in here. Like you have these like big, oh my God, this is so fun. It makes me want to make a rec center so bad. You have like your little check-in desk in the bottom. Like, and even like a little locker area and like a gym. That is so fun. And then this even goes up. Oh my God, that's so cool. The way that you lofted this. I know this must have taken a long time. And then over this way, you've got like the showers and everything. Those are really cute. Like your check-in desk. And then like a big pool. This is making me want to make a rec center. I need to start Jelly Bean Legacy. I can't start a rec center now. No, no, no. If we feel the need to have it, like maybe Apple Gen or something, I could just start building one off camera and then do it. But no, I don't need it. This is so good. I love it. And then the upstairs, and you have like this big open area. You've got like little music rooms, a yoga studio. So literally anything all in one. Zeph, no, right, Ray? You guys are like, no, I'm ready for Jelly Bean Legacy. I need my telenovela, my drama. Gotta keep us on the edge of our seats, right? Oh, this is so cool, the art. Yeah, no, honestly. The colors and like the layout and everything is so fun. You need a Fina back. I don't remember what was going on with the Fina, so we're gonna have like a refresher together. That's probably mostly what Tuesday's gonna be, is like the update and then a refresher. Genuinely. The yoga studio. I know, and you've got like the science center. I like the use of like your lofts too. Like it feels real to me, but like very well community funded. The United States could never. Oh my God, that thing flickering on the floor. It was probably, oh, it's something sticking out. Like sometimes, yeah, sometimes things stick up. It's probably, I was like, it's either a window or something like that. Yeah, it's just like a little window. So all you gotta do is like just push it down a little bit and then you're good. Oh, didn't know how to fix it. If you have Tool, hold on. If you have Tool, you can just elevate it by like -0.015. Just so it's not like sticking. Basically, if it's something that's like sticking above this wall, it'll stick up there. And then it's like mostly gone. Or you can use like move objects on to like do that. Or another way, if you don't have access to that, platforming the top floor so it's thicker is also a solution too. So like one of those two. One of those things. So you can like push it down just a smidge or platform the top floor. So genuinely though, I feel like your use of colors and like the layout is so cute. The roofing and everything, I really don't have any kind of like critique on stuff, to be honest with you. I understand, like I said, I really get how we can be our worst critics as far as like how things are looking, if it looks kind of like weird or like just not quite right. I think it's so cute. But I really like what you did with like this little foundation thing here on the front for the sign. It's almost like a fountain kind of thing. That's just really cute. Someone's booty. It's Ahsoka. My camera kind of is picking up a little bit darker today, but it's Ahsoka. You can look at her stripy tail. Can you see it? Can you see the stripy tail? It's very cute. I grabbed it and she's like, what? Thank you so much though. That was really cute. I loved that. Honestly, very, very inspirational because I've never made a rec center before. I don't even think I've looked at the original rec center they gave us with Growing Together. I don't think I've done that. Oh no, that's okay, Sims Lover. I have a void and a low toner void. Did she bring the hair tie? I can't see it, but it's probably under my feet or in the hallway. Where'd you put it, honey? She's acting like she brought it. Where'd you bring it? Get your hair tie. I don't have it. I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere like directly underneath my seat or something. All right, so is there anyone else that is a tier 2 or tier 3 sub that wants to go on the wheel? Anyone can get a little like peek, but we alternate between like anyone and then our higher tier subs. Just as like an extra thank you to you guys for subbing on a higher level. You're looking at me like you brought it. Where'd you bring it? Where is it? I don't have it, sis. You're looking at me like I should. I don't have it. Sorry, Ahsoka. The negative space in your tattoo. Thank you. All right, here we go, Beans. Are we ready? I know now she's playing Find the Hair Ties, probably like in the next room. Is Sybil here? Oh my God, I'm actually kind of excited for Sybil's because Sybil was like needing help with play testing specifically. And I'm like, yes, I can definitely give some eyes on this. So I like a good puzzle like this. This is fun. Is Sybil still here? I think I saw them not that long ago. I'm here. Yes. All right. So what is gonna happen now? I'm gonna like pull up your build and then we're going to go on an ad break because they're gonna play in like a minute and a half. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out of the way. What is it, like your most recent one, or what would you like us to like look at? Because I can totally play test. Woohoo! All right, so Twitch is gonna play ads in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and let this play. So I'll be right back. Hold tight.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You said it was Old Hollywood Nightclub. Where is it? Old Hollywood Nightclub. Oh, this is so fun. I love your builds. This is so cute. The old Del Sol Valley Museum lot. Okay. So you said there was something playtest about it, right? Was that you? Am I remembering that right? I'm pretty sure. Yes, okay. So we're gonna have to bring a little Bobby here. Good old Bobby P. I loves it. It's perfect. But if you guys are stopping in, we are currently in an ad break, but in addition to that, we are doing something what we call fix a build. So we're looking at your build, and then if you're having something that that's a pinch point or struggle or something's not quite looking right, then here we are. That's what we're doing today. Okay, so heck yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have like come in here for like the building thing. I am just gonna like help travel Bob Pancakes here. Hi, thank you so much, Fairy, for this 46 months. Tier 2, welcome on in. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for being here. And for that above and beyond support with a tier 2 sub. I think there's something weird where celebrities are messing with the autonomous interaction so Sims don't just hang out at the bar for a while. Okay, so Sims don't hang out at the bar for a while. So like the autonomous interactions, so something with that. Okay. I am gonna bring Bobby P. Good old Bob. Been one I'm using for like 10 years. Oh my goodness. That is a good question also. I think we talked about this in the I think like the health and fitness section of our Discord, but honestly, the EOS shave butter is really good. EOS shave butter is super, super good. I would love another tour day where it's just everyone showing some of their favorite builds. Yes, and rather than a shell specifically. Yes, we do those as the community tour days. I think do we have one planned in our calendar currently? I don't think that we do currently. But those are community tour days though. Those ones are very fun. Have to go now. Bye. I'll see you later. Thank you so much. Yes, the EOS shave butter. It's really, really good. I agree. So, all right. We are also back from ads. This recording is in partnership with the EA Creator Network. All right. So this is Sybil's build. So Sybil said that they were having problems with celebrities. So you said celebrities. Where was it? Where was your message? It was up just a little bit. Something weird where celebrities are messing with the autonomous interaction so Sims don't just hang out at the bar for a while. So Sims just don't go to the bar, is what you're kind of saying? Almost kind of thing? This is so cute. I really love the old Hollywood feel and like the different little buildings that are kind of just crammed together. I love builds like this. This is so cool. This is really neat. So where is the bar? I'm guessing this is like the lounge area. That's really cool, like underneath the staircase and stuff. I know, it's so nice. Okay, so maybe this one here. Right, oh my God, where is Bob? Okay, he just wasn't like showing up in the corner or something. They kind of go to weird places. I'm just trying to figure out what items to delete to make them act normal. So they like go to weird places. So the only thing that I can really think of currently, at least like the only thing that I can think of currently is that you have multiple venues in your lot. So the Sims view this from the like, you know, like multiple venues kind of things. Um your Sims view it as like, I can sit anywhere in this bar because the entire lot is the bar, if that makes sense. So that's the only thing that I can think of that would be impacting that at this point. Cause like, does that make sense? So like your Sims aren't going to the bar, they go elsewhere, but to them, everything is the bar. The bar, the white room, that makes sense. So I just expect people eventually go hang out there, but take a while. Yeah, yep, they'll probably take a while to get there. I don't know if Sims are like programmed to go into a certain like quadrant of a lot or a build first. You know? Oh, I've got it. Put a TV in there. Genuinely. Genuinely. Put a TV in here. I mean, the frame TV, literally though, like, it's the frame TV. I know it's so pretty because even this one is like the gilded frame TV from like whatever kit that we had before. Like the Bella kit. Honestly, I'm kind of joking, but also not really. Yeah, depending on the time of day, Sims will also differ different things. They totally will. So it's like 9 in the morning here. I have put a TV up here, but it's the frame TV. So let's see what they will do. It's like a townie magnet, I swear to God. But this is really, really cute though. I love like the peachy pinks and all the colors that you put in here. This is so cute. Hi, Ruby, welcome on in. I know, I really liked the frame TVs more and more. Maybe I'll have him just like watch TV. I know it's not ideal, but let's see what happens because it is in the morning. Skip through that before days where the Sims just showed up and we're doing normal things, right? Because like if you're trying to draw them to a certain area, you know, because like, yeah, the Sims just view this as a lot that is the entire thing to them is just a bar. But why so long? Right. I think they're probably programmed to do certain things. I don't know, like, because I know this is like a celeb access area. This is so cool though. It's almost like a penthouse. Hi, Willow. Thank you so much for the 31 months. How you doing today? Nightclubs are shift from watching TV to dancing to drinking in the bar, depending on the hour. Nightclub might work better. That's fair. Because like I've added the TV and then here we are. Obviously there's some fans and stuff because we have Brittany Cho coming. But yeah, thank you so much again. 31 months. That's so sweet. So now I am wondering if you tried like nightclub and oh, it's a lounge. I wonder if they're more focused on more leisurely things in a lounge versus a bar or a nightclub. If that makes sense. Acting more normal for you. I had 5 of them upstairs. Oh, that's so weird. It might also be the time of day too. I don't know. Or the fact that like the TV is there or that Brittany Cho just happened to come here. I wonder if you would if you would play test it differently if you had try a bar or a nightclub. Feel activities are weighted differently. I think you're right though. Nightclubs are probably more focused on like from my perspective and like having played in a few of those, a nightclub is more focused on like the dancing and stuff like that. Bars are more focused around the bar, and a lounge is like more like leisurely hangout, if that makes sense. So I wonder if you could try doing it as a bar instead and seeing if you could yield like a different result because of that. But also TVs are magnets. I know the stage is very cool. I really like the little back entrance thing too, or like how it's a double stage that cuts like in the middle. But does that make sense though? So it's kind of like when we build, we break the build in honor of like whatever we want to try to do. It's kind of like that, figuring out the way that Sims are interacting and see what you can do to sort of like tweak that. I think it made it work for a few venue types. Yeah, right. So TV definitely has appeared to help because there's some people just standing here like being iPad kids. And then also Brittany Cho being very cringy. Yeah, I think that is a few of the things that I would probably suggest. A bar in my save is usually a nightclub because I prefer gameplay more, something to test. Yeah, right? It would make sense that those would be like the programming differences of those kinds of like builds, you know? Like they're weighted differently. Like a nightclub is more for dancing, a bar is more for like the drinking at the bar, and then a lounge is kind of for like lounging around and hanging out and listening to music versus like being at the bar. Right, the iPad kids saved the day here. Honestly, not bad, right? But yeah, while a TV is not ideal, it still could be something to consider. But that is so cool, right? I've always wondered that, right? It makes sense. Plus time of day. It was so weird having Sims go here and no one showed up at the bar for hours, right? That is really frustrating when you like put all this effort in and no one's doing what you want them to do, like in any sort of a predictable way. I'd be really curious to see how the oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. I'd be really curious to see what would occur with a I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head. With the new expansion pack and how you can like assign certain areas, certain things, because I don't know how far we can push that. Thanks so much for the follow. How the heck are you? Welcome on in. My name's Zefrine. My pronouns are she, her. So we're doing something that we call fix a build today. If you would like me to help you on one of your builds, type help, H-A-L-P. It could be a playtesting thing. It could be like something's not looking right on my actual building or whatever. Exactly. I really hope that it'll function more as a small business. I have so many ideas of things that I want to try to do, but I just don't know like how it's going to work yet, you know? But I hope that when I get early access to the pack, because I will have early access to the businesses and hobbies thing. Layout, yep, I can help with layout. Like basically anything that you're having is like a pinch point I can help on for sure. Like we as like a collective community too. But yeah, so then on the agenda next week, we have a create a sim challenge that we're doing. That's actually not the neighbor cast. I forgot to change the thing. It's in our Discord. I think it's like hashtag Zef Crime Family. It's on the gallery. You make a family of crime sims. What's their crime? What are they involved in? I'm hoping that on the 25th that we'll get burglars. This is our manifestation thing. We don't know. There's an update coming on the 25th, and there's been a lot of hints about raccoons and burglar money style stuff. So I'm really hoping. So we're gonna do that, and then so on the 24th we're looking at your crime families. Then on the 25th we're going to be doing like a recap session and discussion because we're about to dive into some Jelly Bean Legacy gameplay again. So the drama is back. A hashtag as a a hashtag so we can help each other as a community in between these. That would be fun. Even if it's like hashtag Zef help or something would be really cool. Yeah, Alma, I love it. Find building a bit overwhelming sometimes. I really get it. It's so understandable. Yeah, I think that would be a good like Zef help or something. If you guys wanted to start posting under there, that would be a good one. Brit Salons, what is your gallery ID? Let me know. And I'll look at your build. That's what I did. I like it. Yes. Wait, yeah, I saw that you did that actually, Tony. Yay. Fix a build. Oh, that's right. You did do fix a build. That's a good one. I still need to make a panel down below for myself about because I have a creator code for EA stuff. So if you purchase any Sims packs, EA gets 5% less. And I get 5%, which is pretty cool. So thank you to those of you guys who do that and use my code. Capitalization matters. Okay, perfect. I can totally do it. Sometimes the gallery is just really weird like that, isn't it? All right. So, which of these would you like us to look at? And what is your pinch point? What's happening? I like your land grab makeover too. Jeffrey looks very like swanky. Look at them. Malcolm looks positively punchable. I love it. 10 out of 10 would give swirlies to. I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to see what you need. These are so cute. I love them. I know the beige is so good. I love portraying Nancy as a sad beige mom, but she forces everyone to be like that sad beige aesthetic, you know? Yes. Oh my God. You can really see you can see the similarity to Johnny Zest easily with this. I agree. Arid Ridge Legacy or the Daisy Hovel renovation both have bad roofs, so the Daisy Hovel one has a bad backyard. Okay, so Daisy Hovel you said has a little bit more, so you said like the backyard and then like the roofing, but the roofing on both for sure. Arid Ridge roofing and then Daisy Hovel. Oh, this one's got a really annoying angled bit. Angled bits are so hard. Honestly, both of these look so fun. So you said, damn. We could pick between these. What should we pick, you guys? Malcolm, no, exactly. Malcolm just by having the name Malcolm Landgrab, I think just kind of makes him punchable, in my opinion. So Daisy, do you think Daisy Hovel? Arid Ridge also the Sims walk through it really glitched. Oh, so there's like some weird like pathing stuff in here. I'm into something like that to see maybe why they like walk through it really glitched. I want to see the Daisy Hovel personally. Okay. Because this one has issues with roofing as well as the backyard. So I like a good, made it too narrow, I think. Oh my God. I want to peek. I'm curious about the pathing thing though. Because you said you made it like maybe make it a little bit too like narrow in some of the walking spaces. Because yeah, sometimes the pathing does get a little bit wonky. I love this idea. Okay. Let's try this one because you said the roofing and then the other one. Daisy Hovel, the yellow door invites me in and I want to see it too. Maybe a quick peek and fix it in the other one. Right. Legacy family goes to my next channel, bulldoze it and do something else. Right. I got it. So this one you said roofing is kind of weird. And then the backyard is a bit strange. Okay. So let's see what we can whip up here. I'm going to start with the roofing because that angled piece, depending on where you like put it and like the way that it connects, sometimes that's really, really difficult, but there's a couple of things that you can do. Okay. So I've got some ideas in mind already. Oh, this is cute. I really, really like this. This is adorable. I love the yellow. That is so fun. Okay. So this, oh my God, this piece is so weird. I really understand what you're getting at right now. Not much of a builder. Oh my God. I really want to recreate my childhood home from memory, but I'm not much of a builder. I get it. It can be so hard to recreate things sometimes. Okay, so for little things like this here that we're seeing, so like 4 entryways. I put the tree to hide it. I get it. No, I've definitely done things like that before too. So for little entryways, like this, you know, like one of my favorite things to do is to create kind of like a little bit of a, so okay, let me get into like, let me allow you in my brain for a second. So what I'm seeing here, so some things that I look for when I'm feeling like there's something missing on a build or something's just not quite like translating right. Roofing is a puzzle. That's one thing. But also, I'm looking for like if there's too much of one thing going on, if that makes sense. Like, is there too much of a single color? Or if there's too much of like something going on, like too much of a roof going. It's mostly just like, is there too much of a shape or too much of a color? Really is what it kind of breaks down to. So like, when you're looking at the side, I don't see that there's too much of something because you have this to break it up, and you also have like your roof here and like your little windows and stuff. And it's not repetitious, and it's not like, it's broken up really well. Same with like the back of this. The only thing that I can think of here is maybe consider adding like a little window because there's too much of something going on here. If that makes sense. So there's too much of like a blank space, maybe even just like a simple little window, and it just makes it look better. And it does have a variety. To punch this up like another level, I'm looking at one thing that can really like add something without adding too much is picking a wallpaper. It can get really, really tricky with these ones specifically, because the way the Sims game operates is if it isn't on, like if it's a 1x1 area, you're just hosed. Like you can't use these. So then a good alternative for that is adding pillars to kind of frame things. I really like the experienced pillar from Get Together, but if you don't have that, the Ansley square column works. But then now, which is base game, but then they also have like some other columns that you could use now that they gave us swatches to in base game. Columns are a great way to sort of break that up. I know, no, seriously, I swear to God, sometimes, right? Like the shower sticking through the wall, been there, done that. I get it. I've uploaded stuff with like a random chair in the like in the area. I get it. So that's a way that you can kind of like, or even like using these columns that you've already used in your backyard. Because I see you kind of have like a design language sort of going already. But that is something that you can do to like further break this up if you wanted to. And then just that little bits of dimension. So I'm looking over here and like, it looks really cute. But even if you decided like, if you wanted to give it a little something more, add a pillar to the wall. Even like on your little corners or something. Is a really cute way to just add a little bit of something to kind of frame it out. In addition to that, there's a few other little things that you can try. Roof eaves. You could change roof eaves if you wanted. Hi, Angelina. Welcome on in. All right. So when I'm looking at the front of the house, there's a lot of something going on. So it's a lot of just like yellow. There's some variety, but also one little thing that like a cute thing that you could do is like kind of frame your front door a little bit in a way. So I'm gonna see if I can connect these properly because you have this like weird little like cornered bit here, but you could use this to your advantage actually. Cornered or angled hipped roofs go really well with half gabled roofs that are straight. You can kind of create corners this way sometimes, depending on like the angle and like the pitch of things. Sometimes, not all the time. It just really depends. Because like you see, you want to like connect it to the corner. So if you wanted to drop this down so you're not covering your windows, but you basically kind of meet your seams here. You kind of did it on this side without even realizing it with like your half hipped roof. But this is already so cute. I love what you have going on with this. But do you see what I'm saying with like meeting up your seams? Like that. Hi, Jordy. Welcome on in. Also, thank you for that follow. Welcome on by. How you doing? So you notice that now we're having this kind of problem, right? One thing that you could do is duplicate this and then take this here, then bump it back and maybe even like bump it down a little bit so we can like mess with our like eaves just a tiny bit and make sure that we don't have things that are kind of like sticking out or like sticking above this. This does get a little bit strange though, specifically with railing. So take this with a grain of salt and like depending on how you want to try to do that. Railing does get very weird. Rid of the fake balcony, right? So you could opt to do that or just like bring this all forward and then again, like like messing with your seams or whatever here. And like getting all those to kind of fit. And that's the way that you can kind of like wrap that around. Then you could add like a little spandrel here to kind of make it look like it's like, because you already have like your support beam thing there. And you could kind of create like a cute little porch situation. So then by doing that, you've created like dimension between the second and like the first floor. Half wall there? Yeah, you could do like a half wall there if you wanted. If you wanted to keep the balcony. But do you see what I mean? Like, paying attention to seams and just like playing around with roofs and kind of like making something, because it's possible to do this, obviously, like we just did here. So that's something that's really cute that you could do. Like that. So then another thing that you can do is kind of like think of this in terms of like blocking or like shapes. See, even in back here, you could like take these eaves and bring these out and kind of like mess with these a little bit too. It might be a little bit tricky here. But again, like with those corner pieces, you might have to like switch to a different roof piece in here just because of the way that these kind of like operate, or not. Actually, I kind of fixed it. There. Hipped and gabled roofs actually play very well together. I think pulling your eaves over will make it feel a lot less top heavy, but then you're gonna run into some problems with like the way things kind of like meet and trim up together. You might have to pull one of these out longer just because the way that like angled roofs kind of operate, if that makes sense. Angled roofs just kind of play in a different category. Your eaves are going to be longer and weirder, so you're going to have to like drag them out more to like kind of compensate for it. So yeah, you could play around with eaves if you did decide to. Pull out straight ones. Yeah, exactly. Yep. A good rule of thumb when you're working with any angles versus like straight walls is 2 to 1. So like for every 2 straight, it equals 1 angled. So on anything, so like eaves, what's another thing? Walls when you're making octagons, that kind of stuff. Because the ratios are just interesting there. But love the front porch. It's so cute. I literally love it too. So I get it. I think it's so cute. Just that little itty bitty tweak on that on the porch or whatever. And then you could match those up. And then another way that you could do it is think of it like I was saying earlier, I think of it in terms of blocking. Like look at your biggest shapes or something, or you could even go for like more of a classic look and just do this. So like you can do your entire first floor, because you know how some things are like, where is it, like a half and half? Like shingles will be half on one and then the other, like this, but you can do it like with full stories if you want to. And you could even ignore like this bump out, and you could treat this differently if you wanted, this like huge piece here. And I'll get back to that in a second. But that's something that you could do. Then another thing that I love adding that will really kind of add dimension without adding too much is using roof trim or like exterior trim. So it's under here, like on the little blue house. So you click freezes and exterior trims. So you go to exterior trim and then just pick one. Usually like a lower profile one for this, but then you get that divide and that lip between your 2 stories. And then it creates kind of like a little focal point in like among everything, and like you don't have all of the same like color, you have some variety going on. I just picked like a good base game, like I think that's base game. No, just kidding, it's city living, but just a basic brick. You could also treat this differently here too if you wanted, such as like, I don't know, in this application you might be able to just leave this like normal, but sometimes some people like taking the brick and then using it like as a little accent piece, like so you might do something like this if you decided or whatever. But Hi, welcome on in. Good to see you, Clords. Just finished hard work week and immediately plugged back into your stream. That's so good. Thanks so much for coming by. But does that make sense though? So like when I'm looking at something, I typically look at it through the eyes of like, is there too much of something going on and what can I do to break it up? So pillars, different like roof shapes and things like that. Maybe like the support beam or trim, just like trying to break up the color in some way, shape, or form. In addition to this too, aw, thanks, Kat. I appreciate it. But honestly, your house is so cute. This is adorable. I really like it. So another little trick that I love doing too is, do you know how to add exterior trims to places that they won't go to? Like, because there technically has to be like a second room above the room that you're doing. So, which is technically this, but obviously this doesn't have like a room above it. So we can kind of like fake it. So you use the flat square thing and then do like a little room like this. So you make a room without walls basically. And then this little like angled bit, you can do that. And then you can like stretch this all the way across like this. And then you've created a room. So then there's like a ceiling and there's a room above it. But then now what you've done is you've given yourself the ability to add like a little trim piece or something on like the lip of your porch. So it really depends on like what you want to do, but I love using roof trims like this as a way to create dimension. So it's not just like there's a little something there versus just like your roof sitting on a wall kind of thing. But that's something you can also do too. And it doesn't cost you any more simoleons to add the flat square, which is just a room without walls. Which is great. Thank you. Also, thanks for the follows. Welcome on in. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite things to do. So like, for example, you see like up here, there's a couple ways that you could do it up here. If you have your roof trims, if you kind of like mouse down towards like the bottom of the wall of the roof, you can add trim here. It does count for tiles as tiny homes. It does. That is one unfortunate thing. There's also something that you can do to kind of like counteract it. Because if you have like a low profile fence, such as the fence for window shopping, you can add that without adding like, you can just draw the fence without adding tile count by just placing random like pieces of fence without completing a room. So you can do that too. But if you want to do it free, then the flat square will do, but that's true. But then, so I'll show you the fence here for like, as an example. So you saw the flat square and then say I wanted to add like a little trim piece here that wasn't quite getting the job done with like the eaves, the roof trim here. So I added that little fence bit, but then I'm going to do this here, that little exterior trim. So I only drew it there. So this will go the length of the fence that you drew. And I only drew it to like match the top of your room. Does that make sense? I guess like it'll only go as far as you like draw it. So then you do this and then you can add the whole thing to the front of it. But so that's something else that you can do too to kind of create that little lip up here, or just mess around with it and then do some other little things. But I hope those pointers kind of help though. Things to look for is like too much of something going on and what can you do to break it up. But that little porch is like honestly so cute. But then you said there's something weird about your backyard. I kind of like your backyard actually. I really do. You've got like, even if you landscape this differently or like delete this, then you still can just have like your walkway or whatever. Like that is just cute. I really like what you've got going on here. And like your swing set, your gardens. Cause like you're using a lot of the common landscaping like ideas, which is like medium, small ground cover. Like, or like, you know, you've got like some height and then you've got ground cover. Trying paint this one area feels like lacking. I didn't know what to do with it. Right, I get it. I feel like it's also realistic. If you're feeling like you're struggling with it a little bit, try blending some things together. Like maybe if you feel like there's too much of the stone or something. I don't know what would look good with it exactly, but you might be able to do like mix and match some things together. You'd have to like kind of play with it to see exactly how you'd want to do it. But like a little light dirt edging or something, or even like mixing some stone into it, that might be something that some people find good. Some people also enjoy using like these rock planters, or not the rock planters, like the rock pavers or whatever. And then using those as kind of like like a filler in between. Some people enjoy doing that if you wanted to like add like a little rock path with like the gravel filler in between. Some people, the way that you could do this is I would first use like whatever dirt that you think would be kind of cool. And lay this down and then kind of like transpose the stone on top of it a little bit. So it's kind of just like maybe gently worn and like peeking through. Oh, Xbox menu. Oh, doesn't show up. Okay, got it, got it. So like if you have Rivia or Retreat, that would be one thing that you could do as well. But mixing and matching and like kind of playing with transparencies of like dirt, because maybe it was like worn down or something, or like the edges, or like the stone was kind of like weathered and like washing away. So mixing in dirt and like playing with different opacities of like the what do I want to say? Train paint is a good one. Hey, thank you so much, Kat. Hi. Thank you so much for the 5 months. It's that time of month. Continue to be thankful I found this amazing community. Thank you for that, Kat. But I hope that helps though. Very cute little house. This is really, really adorable. I love the little shape. It feels so like homey and realistic and real, like very cozy. I'm obsessed with it. I think that's cute. But I like the flow of your like yard and whatever. I know I love the yellow door. That new stuff is so good. Like the happy birthday stuff that we got. All right, so now we're going on. We have a few more people left on our wheel. You're so welcome, Britt. Thanks for letting me look. And honestly, console builders really impress me. Genuinely. I'm so impressed by y'all. It's crazy. All right, so we have Tink. Is Tink still here? I think I saw her not that long ago. Controller. Oh yeah, no, because you can use keyboard and mouse if you're on console. Fun fact. You totally can. Platformer help or layout help. Ooh, right? I'm always game for platforms. You know, platforms are my favorite thing. I think platform. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Nostalgic. Oops, that's the wrong button. Here we go. The Big Bang Apartment. Okay. So I think your name is Ms. Tink on the gallery. I can do that. And then, oh, okay, so the Big Bang Apartment. All right, is it this one here that we've started out on? Or which one is it? This one? Because I see you have like, okay, so this one, perfect. This one goes on a 50 by 40. That one's in New Crest for sure. Someone with curly hair as well. How do you keep the frizz down? Hydration. Hydration, and a good product that will hold your curl pattern. Because when and when you break the cast on whatever product, like so like you know that crunch, when you break it matters. Because it'll either promote frizz or mitigate frizz. So like I usually use some sort of like an oil and flipping your hair upside down and like to like pray hands and like break the cast and scrunch the cast out. and like kind of do like a little rake and shake thing. But everything I learned about like how to style curly hair is from the subreddit there, and then trial and error, honestly, and figuring out what's good for your hair. I use a pretty heavy gel, but my hair laughs when it looks at mousse. But I do use, if I do have mousse in my house, I do use mousse for a what's it called? For like a refresh day. I know I wasn't nope, I've never been a hairstylist. I've spent a lot of time hating my curly hair, and once I figured out how to work with it, I love it. You know what I mean? Like once you learn how to work with it. Okay, so hairstylist personality wise. So Tink needs help with platforms. Where are we looking? And what part? Wavy hair's the opposite. Loves mousse, hates gel. Right, exactly. Because people are like, what do you use? I'm like, well, for me, this works. But like for someone else, it might be too much or not enough. The back of the platform goes to a hallway. Okay, so like right here. So the back of the platform. So, hi JG, welcome on in. Good to see you. Curly hair, yes. No, literally though, honestly, with dehydration in it, yep. Like learning not to like give your hair too much protein, because that can also cause drier hair too, as well. It's a delicate balance. Do you wash out the gel? After I do it, like I only technically wash my hair twice a week, but I do what's called co-washing, which is conditioner washing. Because I only wash with shampoo maybe like once or twice a week. But then I will co-wash and refresh every single day. Breaking is the wall. So the walls keep breaking. Okay. So like, oh my God. Oh my God. So you're running into the problem of having a rounded room. Rounded rooms are so fun. The platform is like a step up to the hallway. Okay, so like this should be platformed up, then is what you're saying, right? So this should be a step up. Like that. Okay, so then if you try to draw the wall, then it deletes that. Is what you're encountering, right? Yeah, we're still fixing builds. Good to see you. Your shell keeps doing this all okay, so I struggled with our lounge when we did this. So we're gonna fake it and see what happens. So there. Okay. So we're gonna fake it because this is already a room as far as the game is concerned, but we're just gonna fake it till we make it. So we're gonna take this little wall that I just put somewhere else, and I'm just gonna put it in place, and then it should work. Platforms are so finicky. Because then this should still be platformed up as well. It is, and you can tell because like the thing's floating here. Because this like room is higher also, and then you have this problem, but then you can just like build your ceiling. And if you can't build your ceiling for whatever reason, just cover it with a flat square like this. And then you're like, wow, it's a ceiling. Even though it's not a ceiling, you won't be able to cover it. Can the platform walls be deleted? So like, oh, are you talking like, it won't affect the lighting if you cover it up like that. It'll treat it just the same. Are you talking like these platform walls like this? Oh, on the round bits. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you should be able to do it. We might have to like back ourselves into it though, like do it everything in a different order. Okay. So is this supposed to be platformed as well? Like that? I know, I can't wait. I know the room as a whole, the platform in it. Yes, right. I know there's like a roundabout way, but sometimes it just doesn't work for how you're doing it. Yeah. You should be able to go like that. And then maybe like this. Yeah, it looks like it liked it, but then it joined that room. So I think the issue that you were running into was like being concerned with closing this off when it was already its own like room, and then just like faking to close it, and then that's, you know what I mean. Because I think I see like where your brain pattern was like taking you, like, oh, I need to close this before I platform it. But in actuality, it already was a room. It's very tricky. Because like the biggest tell for me when I'm trying to see like if I can platform something or how I need to go about it in order to get it to platform the way that I want it to be. Because like because it already was its own room altogether, even when you had it like broken like this. Because I think what you did is you already had like it as like a flat square or already used like your platform tool or something like that. And so it already was dictating this as a room. So then you just kind of go like that. But yeah, like the rounded room thing honestly introduces like a whole new issue like that, like in its own. If you place more walls, you might have to like redo this piece, kind of like I was like, so because you might have the same issue again. But you can like counteract that. Like if you continue like doing floor plans and stuff, it might like delete it because you're like changing the room. Yeah, so it goes away. So what you'll need to do then is just like take this and then like just fake your rooms, continue on that way. Otherwise it's just gonna keep breaking this room because or what you could do is just like continue on with your life, place this somewhere else and go la 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 la, like whatever. I've got my own like thing, and then just add this in like after you're done as like a finishing piece kind of thing. Oh, right. It was no, literally though. Sometimes like when you're in the middle of it, it gets really hard to recognize like what's happening. So then yeah. I think no matter what, if you interrupt this space or this room, it's gonna break that platform no matter what you do. Unless you go like this and just fake your area, if that makes sense. But I hope that helps though, because that's what I had to do with the lounge. Hi. Oh my God, those are so good. I'm not gonna show on stream, but like those are so good. It's they feel nice too. People, Mickey, Felicia, is up. It's a wedding thing. It's a secret. You can't see. Rounded rooms are very glitchy. I think so. I don't know. They usually are.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, the other thing, yep, you kept running into. It's basically what I had to learn when I was doing the lounge, like the Simlish lounge, like the rooftop thing that we did with all those rounded rooms, is rounded rooms are stupid. Basically is what the premise, like the story is here. The moral of the story, rounded rooms are so glitchy. So you either kind of have to like not like tiptoe around it and not actually make new rooms, but like you are making rooms with walls by like moving them in with each other, or you place the rounded platform after the fact. One of the two. But I find it to be easier to tiptoe around it. So you kind of just break it and then tiptoe around. Like that's the Sims building in general. You tiptoe and you like learn how to break it properly. You were so very welcome. Glad to help though. I love platforms. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world. I love it. It's like a challenge, you know? All right. So if you need help with a build, go ahead and type help. HALP. My daughter just brought me warm spinach feta bread. Wait, that's so good. Ooh, get a little bit of balsamic glaze on there. I just like balsamic. I just like vinegar. Just saying. I love a good balsamic reduction, to be honest with you. It's amazing. Makes me a very happy lady. I know balsamic reduction. I love it on pizza. I love it on like vegetables. It's so good. It's so easy to make too. I know. Balsamic and strawberries with like feta. Ooh, it's delicious. On a wedge salad, yeah, right? Roasted Brussels sprouts, just on anything, honestly, just straight up. I do a balsamic glazed, like herb crusted like pork chop, like a roasted or pork loin. You like sear it on all the edges. I do like, and then I roll it basically in like a herb and spice like sage mix that I do. and then you like gently roast it in a pan to like get some browning on the edges, and then you bake it. And then you like do a balsamic glaze with like onions and stuff, and it's delicious. It's so good. It's so good. It's like one of my favorite things. I make extra balsamic because I love it, and I just want to like drown myself in it. Oh, glaze on acorn squash. Ugh, now I want balsamic. But the person on TikTok who made the chippy boys go viral, right? Nice. That's so good. I love cooking a fruit vinaigrette, girly. Yeah, I like that. I like that too. Like a lemon poppy seed vinaigrette. Seaflower, what's your gallery ID? We're doing Fix a Build today, you guys. If you're tuning in, by the way, I do stream The Sims content every single weekday, so make sure you drop a follow. Make sure to sub to my YouTube. I am getting really, really, really close to hitting 10K on my main YouTube channel, because I haven't posted there in a year. But I'm embarking on a journey now. I used to want to be a speed builder, but I want to be a gameplay person. Never used to be, but now I am. So we're going to do some legacy gameplay over there. So make sure to drop a sub if you haven't already. More Zefrine is where you can catch all my past Twitch VODs. I'm also about to dump all of my Tears of the Kingdom VODs up there too. Oh, the small house. Oh my God. Or like the Moody Victorian. Okay, so the small house with Victorian. Victorians are like one of my special interests. Oh my God, I really, really like what you do with the small house, but Victorians are like one of my specialties. I want to look at this. Okay, I like both of them, but you had me at Victorian. Okay, so this one is in, I'm not sure where this is. This is in Newcrest somewhere. I think it probably goes here. I can't actually tell. No, it's not there. Oh wait, yeah, it's next to the water. We are here. Oh, is it small middle? I'm not sure. Let's try this one. It's next to this one, but let's see. I always like to get it as right as we can, especially since we have like the full picture going, because I'm one of those people that builds for specific lots, you know? I am one of those people. That's all right. That's okay. I always try to be mindful of that. A restaurant, and a berry vinaigrette and candied almond slivers. Oh my God. Oh my God, Hylian Sim. It's so good. It's so good. It's 20th Century Plum Bob. All of the mods and everything that I use, I don't really use a ton. This is Newcrest is where we are right now. Yeah, all of my mods and stuff that I use are in that. It's just like a Google sheet, like a spreadsheet thing. It's all right there, but it's by 20th Century Plum Bob. I think I was incorrect. I was actually wrong. I don't really build over here that often. Oh, they're so good, Calico. They're so good. And whenever there's a new one that comes out, a new world that comes out, it takes about a week. Like the person makes them. And then yeah, the person makes them, and then they it's about a week until like they're released to the public, but their patrons get them first. General advice to make it more Victorian. Got it. Okay. I always like to know exactly where we're building just so I can get the whole picture. It might even be here because you can't really see any of the trees. But I see that there's a tree supposed to be here. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. Look, your game, no worries. I just like to have the full picture. It's just a preference for me. I think it's oriented weird, so it's got to be this one, I think. I don't understand the love of Italian dressing. In Canada, we have French dressing that could go the basic standard ones, and that one I do like, right? Because Italian dressing is just like Italian seasoning and like vinegar and oil, I think. For the most part, is what I gather. Oh, learn to make your own dressings. It's so easy. Fun fact, in vegetables and things like that, you actually need a fat for the nutrients to be fully soluble. So like that's why you typically eat like butter or like oil on salad dressing or like with salad dressing and stuff like that. If that makes sense. Well, Seaflower gets that right. It's so interesting, isn't it? Food is very weird. So Seaflower is getting it pulled up, but I'm here thinking for just a sec. I think this is so cute. I love this. I know it's such a pretty exterior. I love it. To make it look more Victorian. I know it's so pretty. I love Victorians. They're my favorite thing in the world. They're very pretty. It really depends on like what vibe you want to go for, because obviously if you go like more historic, it's going to be a little bit different than what you would see for something that's like painted to be like newer. A divider, something, right? Color the house purple, right? It is actually. Any of those really fun like color combinations are great. There's a few suggestions that I could do. If you wanted to lean into color, you could do that, but if you didn't, because that's not for everyone, which is totally fine. So you have like your little tower situation that's going on here. Because Victorians were known for having towers. You could either opt to do like a third floor if you wanted to have it feel even more the part, or even if you didn't want it so repetitious, like all up and down the whole thing, what you could do, yeah, like a roof on the tower somehow, is you could go like this and make it like a little bit smaller. But I definitely agree, like some sort of a roof on the tower or some way to like kind of make it feel a little bit more like a statement like you've got going here. I'm gonna delete that for now, but we'll come back to that. Your build's end up millennial, great. I get it. It's so hard to break from that, you know, because it feels safe and it's just predictable, you know, but I get it. One of my favorite things to do to kind of like break that curse or like that habit is to pick an item that you really like, and you're like, this is just a really fun color or like a really fun bed or whatever, and then you pick things that go well with that like texture. Contrasting colors or complementary colors are a really good way to kind of do that. Packs with good wallpaper, right? No, I get it. It's really hard. You can do some interesting things with like base game for sure though. And so it's like emerald green and dark. That's so cool. I love that. I love the moodiness. So like one thing that you can do to make this feel like even more Victorian is something like this. It's like get yourself this little tower situation here. Like I can back this up, and then if you're having weird times with like things connecting, I definitely recommend like you see what I did here. So like one thing to kind of fix that, like if it's not quite lining up, if you have it like butted up against it, eaves kind of operate on like a slightly different thing. I think it's like a quarter. I haven't like mathed it out, but like stretch your eave by holding shift like one side and then stretch it there, and it'll connect better than if you have it like directly, like the wall part directly up against it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like this, and this is like the standard eave here. It's gonna connect better sometimes. In this case, it connected just fine, but you can like just pull the one eave forward if it's like kind of off a little bit. But you could do something similar to this if you wanted to with like your tower situation, because like it gets a little tricky here, especially with like the height of things here. But Victorian houses typically have a lot going on with like their height. I guess you could even like go like this here and like not even like try to connect it and just straight up make it like a little tower thing. If you decided you wanted to try to do that, it really depends, but like figuring out a way to get this to connect properly is going to be the key. Oops, hold on. Because this isn't even really like a proper octagon. I guess it does kind of work. So you could do something like that if you wanted. Making that more of a focal point. If you don't want to have that third level kind of come up. So I'm just going to go ahead and undo everything that I just did. Because one of the key things about like with a Victorian house, it does look like a little lighthouse, right? Because I didn't feel like that quite looked very right to me. One of the things that Victorian houses are kind of known for are their towers. So like to make a proper octagon, you would need to have like, for this to fit properly, if you weren't sure how to roof this, you got to math it a certain way. So like for this to be a proper octagon, you would have to add one more angled roof. You can, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, this is something that's super common and like is really tricky to get at first. But for every like angled wall, you need to have one more, like plus one straight wall, if that makes sense. So like if you have 3 straight walls, which you have here, you have to have one or 2 angled walls, because there's always going to be one more straight wall, if that makes sense. Is that mathing to you? So straight walls, you need to have plus 1. So like for that to math properly into like a perfect like octagonal shape. So I'm going to add these like little wings here and just widen this out, because then it would go 3 here and then you'll have like your little connection point. So then that's what this would like look like that. And then you would be able to properly roof it with your octagonal roof. Because then what you're essentially working with is a corner with like the corner, or like with a square room with the corners chop off. So you want your green square to like match up to those edges and stuff, like your flat edges. And that's how you roof like an octagonal house or whatever. And then obviously you'd have to like fix these. Oh shoot, ads are playing. Oops. I'm gonna pause right here though. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Welcome on in. I really appreciate you. So I'm gonna go ahead and like literally just kind of like butcher this just so I can show like what the trims, like without any care for anything like on the inside of this. If that makes sense, like that. And we can add the this here. Oh wait, I can delete this. And then we'll kind of like oh God, ooh, this is gonna be really weird until I can get this figured out, because I'm kind of like just butchering it and throwing it all together. But okay, so pretend that you have made this like properly, basically, and that it's not just like hodgepodge together just for showing like what you're gonna do. They're in ads right now, but I'll kind of back up and show them like what is going on or what I did. Okay, sweet, you're back. Okay, perfect. Sorry about the ads. So basically I'm just like kind of like fixing it so I can properly put like eaves and stuff on things, if that makes sense, or like the roof trim. So pretend I didn't just like butcher your interior, basically. But for something like this to kind of look like more Victorian, some cute little tips that you could do. Obviously you had like all your little windows and whatnot, but again, then I've made it with your roof here like that. And then I'm gonna take like that like this specific gable excuse me, the gabled roof, and just kind of stretch it so then it matches. And then I'm gonna like make it look like it's connected kind of thing from the back. And again, with this is one of those scenarios where you're gonna have to like mess with the eaves and like punch it back a little bit like I did, and then just stretch it forward. So then you have like a connected roof. So a little focal point like this is like for a tower is really important for Victorians, at least of this kind of style that you were going for. The middle part next to it bigger than the middle part. What do you mean? Oh, this one. To make it feel more balanced, I would honestly probably even just like get rid of this, because I feel like it's kind of at this point, because I feel like there's a lot going on, because as I look at it, it was a lot of like white, because like when you're looking at something like this, you're like, okay, there's a lot of this certain color that we're looking at. I know, like you work so hard on that roof. I could tell you work so hard on that roof. There was a lot going on of like one certain like color on that end. Also, in addition to this, I know we're kind of like going in a lot of different directions, but these kinds of Victorian houses like this, I know roofing is an Olympic sport. It is. The lack of eaves here is good, because they would oftentimes use like a pokey little like wrought iron fence like this one, like that, that you could like kind of frame it so you don't have your eaves sticking out. If you wanted to pull this like a little bit further and like make this not look so bland on the top, you could add like little roof pieces like this onto those edges like that, and kind of mess with those too, and like add those if you decided. You could even like punch these down a little bit to make them not like as big, or even like mess with the pinch of them. But that's something that you could do to like bring that out even more, or even work with some trim here and some trim along this side. Something that doesn't like feel too heavy against everything else that you've got going on, because you've got like a lot of like black windows, and then just like that little strip could be really cute to add. Extend the house out. Exactly. Yeah, if you wanted to keep that, you could like create more space between there, or you could also do something like this where you have like a little dormer above the porch. I know, seriously, I don't know where the time went. It's 2. I have to leave here soon, but like, yeah. So then, because the reason why I'm opting for this little dormer, oh, my ear hurts today. I'm gonna take off my headphones. It like really hurts for some reason. But so the reason why I removed it here, because there was too tall going on like towards the top, because you had like that whole room, like the whole like wall height worth, and then you roofed it. So then it was just a lot going on, but then you could add like this little piece. Yeah, like the dormivore. So then you just kind of like drop, you let the tower kind of have its moment, and then they would have like really ornate things, because then you could like bring they would have like really ornate like entryways or something. So you could like frame it or like angle it based on like your front door, and you could like bring this out here and still kind of work with your oh my god, because you have like this your spandrels, and then your trim that you have all around those edges, and you could kind of like play with that and like maybe move your pillars out a little bit, but still let your staircase kind of have its moment too. So like you could kind of mess with that if you wanted. In that way, you could even add like a little pinch to it if you wanted something. If you have a pack like Strangerville, one other thing that is really cool are these like little tileable thingies that you can add to like the spines of your roofs. It's like if you decided you wanted to like mess with those, you could add like something like that. You could make these like silver, so they're not like black, but they're not white and not too stark. You could do that if you wanted. Another little, like, obviously you could like change, like you could change these roofs to make it look even better, like change your trim, but that's just a general idea. Um, Victorians love like color and texture. That was one thing that like was flaunted a lot in that kind of time period in those like upper class homes, which this one would have been, and not like the builder grain ones. Um, but also this one could have been renovated. But another fun thing that you could do is pick like a really cool brick that might be interesting, and then sort of create this different, like some texture here in the tower, or even off of like these dormers in back or something. And then you could select like some sort of a black pillar, just like a plain black pillar that you could add on to those corners in the back to like frame those out. So using different styles of like wallpaper to kind of do that, you know, if that makes sense, like this, would be another like big pointer that I would have. Since this wallpaper is, you have a lot of like dark colors going on, I might suggest trying to use maybe like the other one that doesn't have those corners, because then you can kind of be a little bit more selective with what pillars or accent pieces that you put on the corners here to like go that way, because this one's a lot thinner and you still get like the same effect without it being so visually like heavy and demanding. I love Victorians. It's like one of my favorite things to build. They're a blast, but pillars are like showstoppers and they're great. Or not pillars, these like towers and stuff. But don't be afraid to mess around with like different textures and like add like an accent piece. 40, 30, oh, top right. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. So, oh, it was the top right. Got it. That's good to know that my initial gut was good. Sometimes, you know? But then you could also find like a really cool gray trim. Oops, it doesn't really work on those ones here. On those other edges, but like you could use the beveled roof trim and do some really fun things here on some of those. It won't work on like your piece roof here, but yeah. Oh no, that's all right. You're about to leave for work. No, that's good. I'm glad though, but I hope that kind of helps. But I guess the moral of the story is like, is there too much of something and what can you do to like kind of pin it back or punch it forward? Like, cause like letting the tower kind of be like the demanding part. I built this other really cool Victorian at one point. It was like years ago now, but I want to show you really, really, really fast. I seriously rush messages so often. No, I get it. Where is it? Yeah, this one was older. She's way back there. I've done this one. Also just swiping on your phone. Oh, right. Oh, so you're like just right. You're like swiping like the text swipe thing. The gallery is very glitchy sometimes. Um, I love building Victorians. This one I built it was very like specific period specific because I like doing stuff like that sometimes. Um, but obviously like a Victorian could, or like a house can be painted whatever color that you want it. It doesn't necessarily have to be in honor of that, but if you really wanted to make it feel like quintessentially like Victorian, you could play with a lot of fun colors. Even you can even do it with like different textures or like different colors of black and gray. Oh no, is this gonna break and not like, okay, I was gonna say, oh God, this was years ago. I think I built this in like 2021, I wanna say. This is like 3 or 4 years ago now. Um, but I built this one, and you can see how the tower kind of has its moment, but playing around with like different textures and colors is quite fun. Because this does like a lot of cream and like that red color. And like you've got the big tower that is like one of the big focal points. And like the big wraparound porch and like a deck on the top. I know it was literally just a different, it was just the other day. What are you talking about? And then, like the little ornate pieces. Cause like the more ornate and like whimsical and like detailed you can get, especially if you're aiming for like a really high class, like fancy one like that. Like they paid good money to have people do the woodwork and whatever. Yeah, the red with like like this greenish teal color with like that turkey red was super popular with that cream. Very popular. And then there's like just the different textures with like the wallpapers and then all those colors. Double roof moment. I love layering roofs. It's so good. And then there's another one that I'll show you too. So you can kind of see like you let the colors and like let the shapes have their moment. Yeah, it's up on like a retaining wall or above street level because they would often do that because of like sewage backups and stuff. Fun fact. Because like they built them higher than street level because then like the sewage backups wouldn't be as bad before like proper sewage and all the safeguards involved with that were like really commonplace. So often they would do that. And then they would also like typically not have a bathroom in the first floor, but they would have one in the basement and then on the second floor because the sewage would back up to your basement, but then never make it to the top floor on the second floor. So then if you're working with something that you want to be kind of like accurate, you wouldn't add like a full bathroom probably to the first floor, probably just a toilet with like a closet basically. Is one thing that you'll notice sometimes. Unless they got that big money, then they just kind of do build whatever. Hey! Thank you so much, Vixen, for the 16 months. How you doing? You know, one of the things I love about having playing The Sims 4 for so long now, having a bigger library, is how much improved my designs. I know, right? I wish I could go back to my oldest builds. I'm really grateful for this type of content. Building in The Sims is a creative outlet for me. I know it's such an amazing creative outlet for me too. I get it. It's so fun. And everything is always different. You know, like every build is going to be different. Every gameplay session is different. And I think that's what makes it so like unique, in my opinion. Oh no, that's all right. No, I get it. That's all right. Sometimes we just have a lot to say, you know, that's on our hearts. And I'm someone that's totally okay with that. But then again, you can see that I really ran headlong into like that turkey red color. This one is even older than that one. And I really was in my like garden era at this point. But this one doesn't necessarily have a tower, but because not all Victorians did, but you can see how like the front door was still very like a focal point here. And then there's like a covered bridge that oh my God, I did this before platforms. Oh, this is old. Wait, no, this was platform era because this is platformed, I think. And then like gazebo, but the layered roofings is so fun. It's very whimsical. This is old. I couldn't even tell you how long ago this was. I guess the gallery could. Yeah, it almost looks like a traditional Japanese house, doesn't it? But color and texture and this one, I'm definitely a lot more comfortable with using accent walls than I would. Like I would have done this differently today. Like I would have done this in a different color today than I did back then, but that's on growth on building. It's very cottagey. But I hope that kind of I love Victorians. It's like one of my favorite things in the world to build. No. Oh my God. I just put on my library in case it happened. Oh my God. Thank God you like put it on there, didn't you? So I do have to go soon, but we're going to do one last fix a build for today. Is Serena still here? Renter's cottage that I did before glass roofs, and I used a tile from Island Living to do it, and it was so tedious to figure out how to do it so the room wasn't seen by the game being outside, right? It's so interesting to go back and see like how platforms have changed the way we've built, or like glass ceilings or glass roofs or whatever. That's so cool. I get it. All right, so oh my God, yay, Serena, I can't believe it, it's picked you. Oh my gosh. Holy wow. Can you remind me what your gallery idea is? Yes, so intimidated by them. It's so fun. Like, but I understand how intimidating it is. Um, like, I guess like that mental pivot was really for me, on how you could sort of view it in the scope of like layers. Like, oh, I went through and then I added all the pillars and I was like, oh, it needs a little more. And then I added those little like corbel things on the top of all the pillars outside that, like, you know what I mean? So you just keep adding like layers and layers and layers of things to get that ornate look that you really want from like a Victorian house. Because you can see like the difference between that really old one that I made versus like that other one that's a little more recent, but not much. But once you kind of get that figured out, aw, I would attend. Aw, thank you. Bubblegum Mansion, love the dining room. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and get this here. Hi, Missia, welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. We're doing our final fix-a-build for today. And then I gotta go because I've got an appointment and then I'm going to Wisconsin. This is so fun. So your Bubblegum Mansion. So this goes up in Del Sol Valley. It's time to evict somebody because I think someone lives on that lot. Oh wait, just kidding. Nope. But I'm gonna place it from here. I know it's so pink. Yay! Oh, came back from squash. That's fun. Post in the Discord. Heck yeah, please do. You finished the crime family. That's awesome. If you guys need things to do, by the way, I've got a cast challenge. The hashtag in that is wrong, but it is on my gallery. It's the crime family. I also have a shell challenge that is on there, and it is a live-in business, and that one's due in March. So Monday, the Create a Sim challenge is due, and then March 12th and 13th is when our shell challenge is due. So you guys should do that if you want something to do, because we are gonna tour those here on Twitch. It's very exciting. Oh my God, this is fun. Okay. Woo! Excuse me. What are you kind of struggling with? What is your pinch point that you would like some pointers on or some eyes on, I guess? I know it's literally like a Barbie dream house. This is so fun. So this, you took like, love the color pink, quite literally. So the floor plan, okay. All right, floor plans are hard, especially in big houses. All right, so you are struggling with your floor plan. Do you feel like what about it? I guess, is it like the flow of things? Card catalog table thing that Zeph used in the cafe build. The card catalog table thing? Card catalog thing. Table thing. Oh, are you talking like with the little like glasses and like the flowers on it that goes on the tables? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, you can adjust the ages. Only the quantity of Sims. Oh, the little drawers. Oh, they're filing cabinets. So there's like, type in filing. The little drawers. So like they're filing cabinets. And they're from Get to Work. And they're underneath the unlocks entitlement cheat code. It's kind of just, oh, so it's like disjointed to you? Okay. So typically in like a lot of, like obviously not all mansions are gonna be the same kind of thing. It feels disjointed. So hallways are a really like, and starting like building out your house with like a grand hallway kind of thing. I know it's very pink. It's very fun. This is for the Jelly Bean Legacy. This is great. I like it. But I see you have like your dining room. I know it's for social parties. I know this is really fun. I love this like big bar dining room situation. Heck yeah, that's so fun. I love the pink. Everything is pink. Like you took this so seriously and I love that. But I could see like what you mean by like it feels a little bit disjointed because you kind of have this like foyer room here. But like you could make a big hallway that kind of like spans the center of it like this and then kind of build out your rooms to sort of like roll that way if that makes sense. So like oh gooses, you'd have to like almost like gut your house and then like rebuild your stuff. Like please, I'm just destroying all of your hard work. Don't mind me. It's very cool and very pretty though. I love what you've got going on. Oh my god, I feel so dirty when I do that. It's so mean. But then let's delete some things here. You've worked so hard on this. You even added like a rounded wall onto the back. I know it's like living in a giant pink mansion, right? Right, it's why I saved it in the gallery. Right, exactly. I get it. Floor plans are always so tricky because it's like, okay, what kind of house and like how do I want to go about this, you know? Because you feel like it just feels disjointed. That is a tough one. But it's doable. I love what you did with like the entryway and like all that. That's so fun. All right, so now you have to like ask yourself, I know the angled walls, yeah, they're a very big struggle bus. They definitely add a very like specific issue to it, you know? I don't think it's impossible, but they definitely add like a very specific problem here. So let's see. I would honestly do something, like I said, like a, like almost like a bigger foyer that's like a grand hallway kind of thing. Or even, oh yeah, that adds like a very weird, see if we can do something like this. Just gonna play around. Yeah, angled walls are tough. That makes it like so much easier though. Oops. I see you've rotated those different, there we go. That makes it a lot simpler here. But then you also have like this little part. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. How the heck are ya? So when you're working with something like this, like symmetry or even symmetry isn't necessary. Not saying that you do have symmetry because you don't, but making sure that like some of your, like, especially when you're dealing with like larger floor plans like this, if you're feeling like things feel a little bit disconnected, making sure that you at least have like straight fluid lines is a really good start. So like I just pushed this back a little bit here because it was one forward. So it made this wall kind of just naturally fall behind this one where that corner is. So just looking to see if you have some good natural like straight edges in different places. Doesn't always have to be that way, but this is a good start. So that way you could like close these off if you want to. So then you have like other little rooms here, or you could even like push these back one if you decided. Because I feel like having big straight open wall, like big straight walls is really, really hard in its own way. Because then it just looks kind of flat and straight and like boring and repetitious. It can. So like this will help you add a little bit of variety and like depth that way. But then if you're feeling a little bit more disconnected still, you could also see like what I'm looking at here then is like, how could I potentially make this easier for myself if I'm already struggling? I'm gonna go ahead and like move this way and kind of like round that out again. Or like make that like a good floor, like a good like straight edge for yourself if this is already a struggle point. Because then what I'm sort of doing, I'm building out the ability to sort of like make a grand hallway, or like not necessarily like one big open hallway or a connected hallway, but at least kind of give yourself the chance to sort of be able to like bridge rooms together in a way. Because you could do something like this and do this like semicircle room if you wanted, like that, or even like go ahead and just bring it forward like this. Because I know that you had it less of like a half moon and like a little bit longer, because I think it was like a big dining room or something like that. Um, so then I wouldn't treat this as a room, but more of like a hallway, like a secondary, if that makes sense, like a secondary little hallway, or like means to travel to and from, like rooms or whatever. So then this could kind of become its own thing. You could add like a big door or whatever door that you decided to do. Whatever door that isn't like, obviously these are not the doors that you would use, but you could do something like that. Even add like a little interior room for like a bathroom, maybe. If you decided to do that, it does get a little bit weird here. But I think depending on like what way that you would want to like one of the biggest things that I feel like would help you is making sure that like you at least have some like flow and rhyme and reason to your exterior walls to start. Because then everything else kind of just flows from there in general, especially if you're struggling with it feeling disconnected. Make sure there are connection points to start. And that's a good place to start. And then what you kind of do with your floor plan will kind of just kind of flow from there. And then before I do anything else, when I'm typically like working with floor plans and I think they feel a little bit weird or like off, I really love doing the staircase first. Because if you have this idea for like, oh, you want this like really cool grand staircase or something, you can sort of just do that and then build out from around it. And then it'll all kind of like come together that way. So you could like add a staircase here if you decided, but obviously where your floor plan kind of lands is like up to you, or like, because this probably won't work with whatever you're trying to do. But then you could play around with like a little platform or something like that, and then do like an interesting staircase and maybe consider like lofting this. So then you have less space to work with, less to work with, and then less of a tangled noodle mess of a floor plan to kind of mess with. Oh, yeah, seriously, there's nothing worse than realizing your stairs don't fit. That's real. That is so real. Um, but then what I've done here is now I've created this little platform so like you can mess with your stairs. I know stairs are like literally one of my worst enemies too. They're so hard. One of my goals in the last like couple years has actually been learning how to do more fun things with like better looking staircases basically. And more interesting looking staircases. And like something like platforms is a really fun way to kind of like go about that. Whether or not I'll be able to like get this to work properly is kind of like up to the game right now, but it'll take a little finagling. But yeah, so like then what you could do is, I'm just gonna like throw something together here real quick. You could do like, if things are feeling like disconnected, again, it's like off center, but it's fine. because I didn't really pay attention to things. I kind of just started throwing it in, like whatever that was, because it's totally possible to do this. And then I'm just gonna like square this off just for the lulls or whatever. Hold on. Here we go. That's good. I know I want spiral stairs so bad too. So then if you wanted to kind of create this really cool, obviously I didn't really think about like the alignment of things, but pretend this is straight just for the moment. You could like create this really cool like balcony situation, because if you use like lofted rooms in these really cool mansions, it'll eat up rooms for you, or it'll eat up area for you. And then you won't have to worry as much about like your floor plan and whatever. And the way that I did that was I deleted the floor, and then I'm just like adding in flat squares to recreate the floor. It does get a little bit tricky, and it is like, I would consider maybe a little bit more advanced, because it just kind of deals with a lot of like breaking the game. But you could then very easily create this like grand entrance with your door coming in here. Maybe this would be pushed back a little bit this way, or maybe use like something like that. Or maybe I literally just like bring these ones back a bit, because those will actually work too, the way that those are like operating. Thanks for the follows. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Pretend this is straight. It makes my ears perk up, right? You're like, what? Right? So then what you could do is you could add, oh, of course, like when you try to do this, this might break your game, or like might break the walls, or like my fake stuff that I tried adding in, like the, but yeah, then you have like this big balcony area. You could add like a cool big chandelier, and then, or you can even stretch this way to have like a really neat looking like lofted area with like the cool balconies leading to all of the rooms. If you're kind of checking what I'm putting out though. Pretend it's straight in the middle. I know if we did this, I'd have to have this like be a 2 and not a 3, and then move it all over. But either way, I think I have to shift it this way. But so then I guess viewing, like, focus less on the rooms and more like the travel to the rooms, I guess, is like the moral of the story. Like, where's your central congregation point, and how are people traveling to and from rooms? And then I feel like floor plans kind of become a little bit easier to digest and stuff. Also, teaching yourself, so like finding your straight edges to make it easier on yourself to start, and then figuring out your route of travel. The stairs, exactly, too narrow and too wide feels too big, right? I get it. Because stairs can feel very, very big very easily. So I really relate to that. But I hope that kind of makes sense. What's another little point that I had? I was going to say something. There was going to be something else that I was going to say. Oh, teaching yourself to look like, because there's like a mathematical way that you can kind of like figure out how floor plans work in The Sims 4. But look at floor plans and figure out how real houses operate, because then it'll kind of translate well into The Sims that way. So like look up like a you could look up like a Victorian floor plan or something. So then you can figure out like what are common characteristics of like a mansion or like whatever that you would want to do. And some are possible in The Sims and others not so much, but like older houses have a tendency to be a little bit more small, like smaller rooms, because they were easier to keep warm. And the way that we live life is different today, kind of thing, than it was back then. But you can see like there's a porch and then a hall. So like here, like if you look at this floor plan, like in the middle, here's your porch and your entryway, and then there's like a route of, this is your like main route of travel. And then everything that's like connected to it is associated with that. You know, like things that are like bumped up against each other make sense. So like a kitchen might have the washroom or like a pantry and a storage room tucked in there. There's not like a random little like bedroom tucked back here usually, you know? So like what are they doing in that area and what makes sense for the floor plan? Same with like a library. It has like leisurely, so there's like a veranda out here or like a terrace and like a plant cabinet, whatever that is. I imagine it's a place to put your plants. That's a different tax bracket thing for me. But or like a leisurely thing as a drawing room. So like stuff like that. Does that make sense? So like what's your route of travel to get there? So like up here, again, you've got your staircase and like your landing, but then there's a hallway and it connects. There's a bedroom and like a linen room and another bedroom that's also accessible through here. Oh, okay, so it's like a sunroom. So we learned about the orangery, which is a place where they would grow oranges. It's just a fancy like high tax bracket way to describe like a green room or a greenhouse or whatever, or a sunroom, a solarium. They're all the same thing, right? It's just like pick randomly weird builds from Pinterest and Google and try to build them in the games. Once I did a double A-frame cottage connected by a porch, right? It really does push you out of the comfort zone. But playing in mind with like path of travel, like how am I traveling and what's associated with where I'm putting this? Real floor plans will really help you with that. But thanks so much again, you guys. That was a lot of fun. A lot of basements are under the house. We're built onto a hill, so the basement comes out on at ground level, lower than the hill. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How the heck are ya? So today's my last day of stream this week, but I'll be back on Monday. So we're gonna do Create-A-Sim tours or Create-A-Sim like looks or whatever. And then we're going to do, what is it? Find out what the update is on the 25th. And then we're gonna check out, what in the world is it? The 25th, and then prep for Jelly Bean Legacy and figure out what that is. So thank you for everything. Jump into my Discord and all that fun stuff. So I got the shell challenge again, the Create-A-Sim challenge. Here's my Discord, sub to my YouTube channel, because we're gonna start uploading things there again soon. I need to get some things backlogged and edited and things, but that is going to be beginning soon because we're done with my core builds that I wanted to do. So thanks for being here. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I will see you on Monday. So who am I gonna go say hi to? Heck, let's go. I know that fun side quest. I know it, right? Just several month-long side quests. It's totally fine. But thank you again. I want to go bother Emrys again because he's on. And you know what? Why not? Why not? It's good. But I'll see you guys on Monday. I loved today. So they're working on a trailer park build. Here's all of my lovely little commands, all in a little button. So make sure to copy and paste the beanie weenies incoming with the Benjamins. Otherwise, the hand tarts will do. Just make sure to tell Emrys I sent you. And as I always say, tomorrow's a beautiful day, especially with unit. Here is a boop for the road, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.